What's up, everybody? Welcome to Flagrant 2. It's your boy Schulz. I'm here with Akaash Singh, AlexxMedia and Mark Gagnon, and the Truffle. We're back in New York. I'm back in America. How was your guys' weekend?
Bro, it was good,
man. How was Paris?
Yeah, we didn't go to Paris, though. Why are you asking us?
You were in Georgia, you were in Orlando, you were in the Keys. Y'all did cool shit.
Yeah, I tried.
Domestic shit.
Al went to the Keys. Al forgot it was hurricane season. He was like, I think I'll go scuba diving this weekend. Went to the epicenter of fucking hurricanes to Florida to see if he could go scuba diving.
Hey, sometimes you get lucky. You got to roll the dice
Yeah.
sometimes.
I know Al fucked up because he was like down the Keys, he was posting something, and then I saw a little bit later he's at like a Rogan show, and I was like, oh yeah, it didn't go exactly. I didn't go exactly as planned. Like Al, I know Al has a lot of love for Rogan, especially everything he's done for us, but I don't know if he's flying to Florida to go to a Rogan show, especially when Rogan's coming to Madison Square Garden. So I hit him. I was like, yo, what's going on?
Yeah.
And then he's like, yeah, the scuba diving didn't really work out. This bitch Hurricane Ida fucking all my shit up.
She fucked shit up, bro. I'm just glad it didn't hit the Keys, so that's good. So like the weather was still good. It was just it fucks up the water and then it makes it murky and there's no point in
Bro, you
going.
should be able to scuba dive, though. You're under the water. Like hurricanes above the water.
Nah, but for some reason the wind affects the murkiness of the water.
And I don't
So you
want
can't see
murkiness
shit.
when I'm scuba diving.
Yeah,
like
you're going down
waters?
and then you can't see shit.
yeah, some sharks. Like that's the most terrifying. It's one thing to see a shark from far, but imagine like you just turn around and the shark comes right out of the murkiness.
But you said you never scuba dive.
Nah, I don't believe in it really.
Why? Okay.
Nah,
I don't believe in it.
You need to. It's amazing.
I know. I believe
The
it's amazing.
experience is amazing. It's better than skydiving.
I believe it's amazing, but I don't believe in it.
In what
Fuck
sense?
does that
Just
mean?
being underwater longer than you're supposed to.
That's not how God ordained us.
Oh no!
That shit is terrifying,
No, you know what I'm saying?
terrifying.
Especially like I could maybe do that shit like in the same way that you do snorkeling.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
like where it's like basically I'll snorkel, but I could just pop up if I need
That's
it.
bathtub,
mad pussy,
yeah.
son.
Yeah.
That's mad
Oh no,
pussy,
but let
son.
me just say this. It's
Bro, you
pussy.
didn't scuba in a hurricane. That's pussy, bro.
Let me say this though. Let me say this though. I don't believe in that scuba diving where you can't come up. You gotta like chill for 30 minutes.
Oh yeah.
At-
The elevator. Yeah.
The bends or whatever, you got to get the fucking bends, they call it.
Oh,
That
yeah.
shit-
But
deep.
so you
That's-
don't have the bends, right? So
Yeah,
like if
yeah.
you go like 100 feet, you
Yeah.
can't just go straight up if
Yeah.
you
Yeah,
need
gotta
to.
depressurize.
Yeah.
Depressurize, yeah. So you gotta
That's
depressurize.
terrifying, yo.
Son, no!
Yeah, you
That's
would,
terrifying,
You
bro.
wouldn't
No.
even qualify to go that far down.
Whoa,
Like-
whoa, whoa, whoa,
Like
whoa,
you
whoa,
wouldn't.
whoa,
Like
whoa, whoa, whoa.
you're not
Yeah,
there
whoa.
yet. You're not
Yo,
there.
you
You gotta
sound
work.
so
You gotta
white
work
right
your
now.
way up to
You
that.
sound so white right now.
Son,
Knowing all the
shut
rules to
up. Go back to
scuba?
gym class. Yo. Get the fuck out of here, bro.
God.
Like, get the fuck out of here. Son. You gotta work your way up to that. You're
You
not
went
ready
to
for
the
that.
fucking zoo, bro.
Hey, loser.
That's the whitest shit. You went to the zoo?
I went to the aquarium,
Water zoo, whatever.
Bro.
protected from the water. There's class between
That's
me and the
basically
water.
scuba diving
It's
if
the
you
same
think about
shit,
it.
but I'm not. Hey, I can breathe any other time I want to.
Son, which one of us are black here, son? I'm going to swim and you just hiding from the water. Which one? Son, like, come
Black
on.
people, they love the aquarium or what?
They did in Atlanta. They also love Atlanta, so I don't know.
That's true. I don't know. There's just something about being in the water and not being able to be in control of my destiny. I do not like that shit. I gotta just sit here for 30 minutes, hope I don't run out of fucking oxygen,
Son,
so I don't
it's
get a
not
headache.
like
That's
that.
mad scary,
Bro, you
bruh.
think it's just random amounts of air in there?
Say what?
You think it's just a random amount of air?
I think it's a tank amount.
Yeah. And then
Yes.
you look at your watch and go, oh, I got this amount.
Yeah, but what if my watch is wrong? You never had those super when they didn't fill it up all
It's
the
mad
way?
variables, dog. It's
There's
mad
so many
variables.
variables. What happens if there's a little leak? I bumped into some coral.
And
that
then you
coral
just go
punctured
up.
my
You'll see
tank.
bubbles
You can't
flying
go
from-
up.
Yeah,
You
you
get,
can.
you get the bends. What's going to happen to you?
Your lungs explode.
No, you breathe out on the way
Your
up.
lungs explode.
No, the
I
Benz
looked
is in
it
your-
up.
the Benz is in
I
your
looked
blood.
it up,
The Benz
bro.
is in your blood.
I looked it up.
No, you just feel mad sick if you
Nah,
get the
your
bends.
lungs explode.
Nah, son,
Nah,
the
they
Benz.
get, like,
Do your lungs explode, Dove?
Bubbles
No.
and crackles or some shit.
Nah,
like
bro,
that.
I'm scuba
like-
certified.
Oh, you really?
Yeah, I'm open water certified. Come on. You
Bro,
gotta.
Oh,
You
that's
just,
only
What's
like
open water
that's only like 10 feet. That's like
Nah,
10,
that's
12
50.
feet.
I can
That's
go-
the,
Oh,
that's the
fuck
pussy
outta
shit
here.
right
Yo,
there.
that's 50.
Oh,
That's not
basketball
deep
hoop
diving.
height
Yeah, that-
certified.
it's-
Nobody
I can
care
go-
about that
I can go
shit.
50 feet.
Little 10 feet. Little 10
No,
feet.
open water
They don't even
50.
give you flippers. Son. Just use
Bro,
your feet.
open, you're not even
So
certified.
that's why this guy. Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
Oh,
Chill,
what
chill,
certification?
chill,
What
chill.
certification?
It's like
Chill out.
Wiki or some shit like that.
No, that's not even one.
You know,
Bro,
it's
I
only
didn't-
one fucking certified.
That's open water, and then the next is
Patty.
rescue diver. Come on,
Yeah,
Al,
I'm not
Jesus.
deep. I don't go deep, Paul.
Oh, you can go 50. you can go 50 feet down
What? You could go 50 feet?
with open water. Yeah,
Can I come up in a breath on that one or no?
you got to breathe out.
Yes.
How am I supposed to breathe out if I need to have the air? y'all trying to kill me. Y'all trying to kill me. This is your advice. This is your advice for me.
You got to take it. But with that depth, you don't have to pressurize on your way up. Like you do a little bit on your ears, but not like for the rest of your body.
Son,
You're good.
I don't know if I believe that. When I was in Hawaii,
I think you got pressurized once.
Yeah, just
we
like
were scuba
one
diving,
time.
not scuba diving, snorkel diving, right? And we
Snorkel diving.
Don't call it diving. That's not diving. If the back of your head is getting sunburned, it's not diving.
Hold your breath and snorkel on you.
I'm snorkel diving.
The back of your head is getting sunburned, bro. If it's getting sunburned, it's not
I was
diving.
snorkel diving. I was snorkel diving.
Snorkel floating.
I was snorkel diving.
That's like your motorcycle.
But I went in there, dog. I was snorkel diving. I took my electric bike to work, and I was snorkel diving.
That's a Harley Davidson right there, bro. Fucking electric bike.
No, what we call it, a Pete Davidson? That's the best name for it. So I was snorkel diving, and I went down to go touch the coral, and maybe it was like 20 feet or some shit like that. Bro, I couldn't. My head was gonna explode going down. I had to clear my ears like you're in the plane on the way down. Just to get that depth. Does it make sense?
Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
Nah, I'm not.
Because
doing
especially that thing, it has your nose and your eyes, so you feel that pressure, and then you start to panic a little bit.
Yeah.
So then you just breathe in, and because you panic, you go,
Yeah.
and so now you just made it tighter, and you feel like your head's about to
So
explode.
how the fuck am I supposed to go to 50?
It's way
That
different.
don't sound fun,
It's
yo.
way different when you have the fucking the tank on you.
Yeah.
We're not
Because
supposed
now
to
it's
go
just
that deep,
constant air
We're
going
not supposed
in
to
and
go
out,
that
so you don't even feel the pressure on your eyes.
We're not supposed to go that deep.
Yeah,
We're
now
not
it's
supposed to go
now
that
it's
deep.
snorkel diving.
How deep were we supposed to go?
As deep as you can go until it hurts. And then you're supposed to come up. That's your body going, you're trespassing now. This is too
But
far.
nah, one day we're gonna go and you're gonna fucking love it. Now, I
I'm
bet
not.
you're gonna love it so much you're gonna want to go
I'm
all the time.
not.
You're gonna
I'm
want to
not.
go to the Keys during hurricane season just to not scuba dive. That's
I'm
how
not.
much you're gonna
What
love
am I
it.
going to see there? I
Son,
can see it.
It's so beautiful.
Nah, there's mad
I'm
fish.
telling you.
Son, that shit's an aquarium, but
It's
you in it.
so
Ain't
beautiful.
nothing-
I've seen fish. Fishes are whack.
Nah.
Fish are whack.
You can
Like,
find treasure? What about
say
treasure?
what?
You can
Now
find
the treasure thing is kind of lit.
Yeah.
Yes.
Maybe if there was some treasure attached, but
There
now I'm
is.
doing that for financial gain. I'm not doing it just to enjoy nature.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's dangerous, and I don't think you should do it. I'm glad you didn't do it this weekend. Okay?
Son, I'd have saved your life, bro.
Nah, man.
You'd have got the-
I really
missed
did
out,
save
son.
your life,
I missed
man.
out, son. It sucks.
I really did save
It
your
sucks.
life, bro.
Mark, we gonna go back down. We gonna
Yeah, let's run it.
let's
Okay,
go.
Akash,
That'd
and
be
you?
fun.
Nah, I'm never going
The
there.
fact that he hasn't talked about Paris at all makes me suspicious.
Oh yeah. Fuck your trip. Yo, let's talk about Paris. So what's up?
Bro, the head
Yeah. Mark, fucking on. We almost let him slide with that shit. Why does he ever let us talk as long about ourselves?
That's what I'm saying.
Oh,
Mark,
shit,
how are
I
your
should-
parents?
I should have caught that.
What if you asked about my parents?
Oh shit.
So anyway,
Nah, you guys did cool shit. You went to Georgia.
How
You
is
went to
this?
Atlanta.
yo, congrats to Jake Paul, man. That's all I gotta say. Back on topic.
Yeah. Let's go. What's up? Talk about it.
Talk about it.
I shit the bed in my sleep, bro.
What?
Yeah, I shit the bed in my sleep,
Wait,
bro.
huh?
I shit the bed in my sleep.
Figuratively.
I shit the bed in my sleep, dog.
Is that a metaphor?
No, I shit the bed in my sleep.
Nah,
man.
you're lying.
I
son.
swear to God, in my life, we went and had the most romantic night of our life. I shit the bed in my sleep.
Shout out culprit
I
underwear.
shit the bed in my sleep, bro. I shit the bed in my sleep. I'm eating fucking bread and cheese all for 3
knew
days
it.
straight.
I knew it.
Okay? I had a super romantic night. I haven't slept. I'm all jet lagged. My shit cycle's all fucked up. Okay? Nah.
This
nah.
guy goes from no bread for months.
No bread,
and
no
then he
cheese, no
just
sugar.
goes
I'm
in.
just eating fucking patisseries, tartines, everything like that. I'm eating bread, cheese, nonstop. OD on the bread and cheese.
So,
I'm hyped.
it's so funny. He even Shifty needed to
Bro,
come
Shifty's
over.
in the window, bro.
He's like, no way.
Son, we go out for the most romantic romantic night. Let me tell you the whole fucking
We ain't
the whole
with
day
this
is
shit.
crazy.
Yeah, showtime.
The whole day is crazy. I
Showtime?
can't believe I shit the bed. Okay. So look. I'm so upset at myself, son. I'm so upset.
Yeah.
Okay, so we do the whole fucking
Yo,
day.
she loves you, dog.
Say what?
She loves you, dog.
I thought it was her.
She
I thought it was her.
loves you,
So
dog.
I never shit the bed
Son.
before, son. I thought it was her. I got up, I saw a little stain on the bed. I'm like, yo, it must be her
my
period.
God.
I saw she got her period. I was like, oh, this girl gonna get her period and I wake up and do nothing about it. I started walking down the stairs like, why my asshole cold?
Oh,
my
Bro,
I was
sleep
like,
naked?
why is my asshole cold? No, it was in my culprit.
It went through the cold.
It was in my culprit.
It went through.
Let me tell you something.
How do you not wake up?
I might have shit my bed and slept through it for 6 to 8 hours. I might have shit my bed and slept through it for 6 to 8 hours. Minimum. I'm walking down the stairs
makes
in
me
our
so
hotel
happy.
room, okay? And I felt about like the third stair. I was like, man, why my asshole cold and wet? And I was like, what is going on here? And then I put 2 and 2 together. I was like, I just saw
Yeah, literally,
her period
number
stain.
2 and number 2.
I saw her period stain on the fucking bed. I was like, maybe that wasn't a period stain because it was on my side. Why would it be? Why would she get it on my side? And then I went to the bathroom. I took off my fucking undies. Bow.
Oh my god.
Like a full
Viral.
log?
All right.
Like
Huh?
what? Like
nah,
a
not like a log.
Little sneeze.
Like a
Yes, like a little creme brulee.
splatter, like a
I had a
Jackson.
little creme brulee.
Yeah, the little
Jackson
pom
Pollock
chocolat.
yeah.
It's just a pom chocolat. That's all.
All it is, bro.
Okay, so now
We had the most romantic fucking day. It was absolutely beautiful. Your boy was pulling out all the stops. I had the fucking
Yeah, I know.
vintage.
You went,
MGA,
yo, who booked
like-
this? There's no shot you
son,
booked this. Bro.
great vacation, Duff. Son,
Nah,
great
son,
fucking-
nah,
Yo,
son,
give it
nah,
up to
son.
Duff,
It's
yo.
my idea.
Give it
It's
up
my idea. Dub did a great job. He helped me out. He was the one who found a car spot. Like, but I also had Laurent helping out, bro. Hey, yo, shouts to Jerking Meat. By
Yeah,
the way.
so
Hey,
give it up to
so-
everybody else. Bro.
Yo, I had a lot of
You
people
just
helping me.
showed up
son. I had
and
a lot of
shit your
people helping me.
pants.
No.
That's all you did, son. That's all you did. That was your whole vacation. I show up, I look fly, and I shit the bed.
I'm talking to a French rental car owner while I'm in a bathrobe in Italy. I was having my trip too.
Son,
And
I'm
he's
an
like, no.
ideas guy. I'm an ideas guy, bro. I come
Yeah,
up with the
management.
ideas.
It's called
I'm
upper management,
I'm
bro.
Kanye, son. Yeah. Someone learn how to make my childhood house there. This is the idea. You execute.
Build an apartment
Okay?
building in Paris, please.
That's it. I'm at the top. I'm at the highest fucking thing looking at the Eiffel Tower.
I pulled out all the stops. I called Dove. I called Laurent.
It's the ideas. I thought about the ideas.
You couldn't
I
even
could-
stop your colon, son.
Son, can I? And I'll be honest. I think I remember the fart that
Whose
did it.
idea was
I remember the fart that
No,
did
that's
it.
the worst.
I remember the fart did because I pushed hella hard.
Yeah.
But I was just so tired, bro. And I remember I pushed hella hard and I just fucking punctured through, dude. I literally, anyway. So we had a really romantic
Wait,
day.
so what, did you have to wake her up and be
Yeah,
like,
yeah. Did
"Here"?
you try to hide it?
Son, I didn't know till the morning. Y'all didn't understand?
I know,
Was
but-
she already awake?
Where was she?
No, I said on the way down, I was like, damn, I think I shit the bed. I thought about trying to throw it on her, but I thought that, yo, babe, you shit the bed? Like, but no,
You didn't even try?
Say what?
You didn't even try?
No, I didn't fucking try. I shit the bed, then went and bought her a fucking purse at Hermes a few hours later. We gotta cover this thing up. Somebody needs a Kelly bag. We gotta cover this thing up.
Wow.
Fuck.
Yo.
Boy, we're struggling. We went shopping, boy. We went shopping, bro. Women be shopping. Yo, you taking shit in the bed in Paris? You know what I mean?
So that is,
I don't know how to hold in bread. I haven't eaten bread in a year and a half.
Did you
It's
buy-
the same
did
way you hold in all shit.
No,
Ain't no shit different.
no.
No,
And I'll
you
be honest,
know
I
his
haven't
asshole, so
I haven't had
it's-
confidence in my farts for 48 hours minimum.
No, no.
I've been farting and just letting a little bit out. Like I've been farting like it's Call of Duty when you like see if someone's
Oh,
around
yeah,
the corner,
yeah,
like
yeah.
you know you like pop it like that. Every time I fart, it's just like super delicate, a lot of focus on the lips.
Damn. So did you buy yourself anything? Like
No, I didn't buy myself
Depends or
He bought himself bread and cheese. He bought himself.
shit.
Yeah.
I should have really bought a diaper or two. Nah, we went to this fucking store. Couldn't get a goddamn appointment. She was so excited. We go into the store and I'm like, I gotta do something, boy. Like, I gotta make this fucking happen. So we go in there and I'm just like, yo, what's good? Like, they're
I
like,
shit the bed, yo.
Nah, I didn't say that.
Yeah.
I
You
was
know how
like,
people say it as an expression?
I know.
He's probably like, oh, yeah, what'd you do? He's like, I shit the bed.
Does it feel like the expression? Like when people say it?
no. It's actually it's an understatement, really. People really misuse that expression. It's much different. Like it's much different when it happens in real life to you, and you're sitting there looking at your underwear as you take the rest of your shit.
Oh, my God.
And
You're just lucky it was at a hotel. Because if this was at your house, the whole bed is gone. You gotta throw out the whole bed.
Yeah,
oh,
truly.
you're a piece. You're a piece of shit.
No, we gotta buy him a
shit.
liner.
Did you strip the sheets when the maid came, or you just let her handle it?
I don't know, man.
100% he let her
I don't even know if we changed the sheets.
100% he
If
let
I'm
her
keeping-
handle it.
come
my
on,
God, no.
son.
I don't know if we
Stop.
changed the sheets.
Nah,
It's
I
COVID.
know she wouldn't like. She
It's
wouldn't like
COVID.
that. She wouldn't let
COVID,
that
bro.
happen.
Like,
She
you
wouldn't
gotta
let
tell
that
them to
happen.
change
There's
the
no
sheets.
way she would let that happen.
Yeah. We went shopping, bro. That shit was crazy. Damn, I almost stole a fucking bag from Hermes. That's
Ow.
another thing that happened.
Okay.
I
like that.
On accident?
on accident.
Yeah, you had a lot of accidents.
I did a lot of accidents. I was making, and this would have been a good accident. We go through this whole thing, this fucking Disney World for her. We're in there. I'm like, I got to make this shit happen. Somehow we get an appointment for fucking leather goods, right? You got to understand, like, bags for them are like the most exclusive Jordan ever
Yes.
for us. Like,
They're
it's
Off-Whites,
a watch,
whatever.
but like
Yeah.
Off-Whites times a million. Like,
Yeah.
it means so much to them. And they know it and they build the culture around it. It's amazing. When we get this appointment, they take us up to another room where they sit us down and they just start talking to us for half hour.
Do you need an appointment? Like how does
Oh,
that work?
it's
You
super
can't get an
tough.
appointment.
You can't
Like,
get one.
and even if you have status in New York or California or in America anyway, it doesn't mean anything over there.
Why'd you gotta say you, bro?
What do you mean?
You said I couldn't get an appointment. Like I feel like
No, you definitely could. No, you might be able to. Who knows? But we got lucky. We were walking in there just looking regular as fuck, walking in there like
Looking
I was
like
like, I
Mark.
got to make this shit up. So we sit down and I'm like, I got to build some fucking, rapport with this guy. Like I got to deliver for this girl. She's freaking out. She didn't know what to say. And I'm like, all right, we got this. So I start talking to the dude. And the way that you ingratiate yourself to any French people right now is you just say this. This is how French people are on your side. If you just say this, you'd be like, say, my tour guide we were at Versailles today, and the tour guide said that we're so lucky to be able to experience Paris without Chinese tourists. If you say that, if you say that, it doesn't matter what French they light up. Their eyes light up. Oh my, this is so true. It's amazing. The city, you can finally experience it. It's incredible. They're not walking around with their groups, with their flag, coming off of the stick.
the selfie stick.
Yeah, like they just go crazy. So immediately he's starting to like warm up, right? And I'm
Yeah.
like, oh yeah, we got this kind of guy.
To be fair to Paris, that was way less racist than I thought it would be.
Oh,
It's a brought up-
just wait.
Okay.
There's more where this came from.
Okay.
So we're just talking. We're just talking. I'm like trying to build some rapport with this guy. I'm like, how do I establish value without bragging? Because French people don't like when you're bragging about money's gross to them. It's like dirty, but at the same time, this is like you have to establish what's going on. So we're saying like nice restaurants that we're going to. Oh, we ate at this restaurant, this, that, the other, whatever. Like my girl's like freaking out. I'm sweating. There's beads of sweat dripping down my face. Right?
How many hours post shit is this?
6.
Oh my god. So it's still in your head a little.
Still in my head completely. Maybe 6 to 8. We're there for 30 minutes talking. 30 minutes back and forth.
Talking about what?
Who you are, what's going on. Like they're trying to decide if they're even going to offer you. They get to offer you the bag. You say what you want. They might not have your color, the one you want.
No, we're out of stock. Sorry.
Sorry.
It's not on the floor. This stuff is like this guy has to go in the
I
bag.
remember-
Oh, this is the Bert bag.
There's a Kelly. It's a different version of that.
No, I remember one time I looked into Birkins and it's like you can't just buy one.
Dude, you can't. You can't.
You gotta. It's almost like Rolexes. Like you have to wait, be on a list, and then you only really get called if you're somebody.
They
or have
call
some type
you.
Of, yeah.
And here's the thing about these bags, right?
It's more so than AP or anything.
Yeah.
Like the exclusivity of it.
It's all exclusivity, and they call you. And if you don't accept what they offer you, they might never call your ass again. So you got a bunch of these old rich bitches that just got a bunch of bags they're not even wearing, hoping to get the one that they want.
Oh wow.
So I'm like, all right, let's build some rapport, blah blah blah. The girl, the dude goes, okay. My girl says what she likes, and my girl goes, okay, I might have something for you. He goes to the room, so we're just sitting there. She's freaking out. She goes, I don't know what to do. She goes, I know this is stupid. I know this is fucking dumb. I go, I get it. I kind of get it. It's like if we had access to like the new Off-Whites or something like that, it'd be really cool or whatever. So we're like, let's just make it happen. He goes, why don't you guys come with me? We go to yet another place. He has one box. He goes, there's 2 options for you. You see this one. She opens it up. It's like everything my girl wants. It's like fucking perfect, right? So I'm like, okay, this is good. But he's going to know that we're frauds. Like, what's going on? How do we work around this? He's starting to get comfortable. We're starting to talk more. Out of nowhere, he just goes, He's just like, yeah, you know, it's Paris. I don't like Paris, you know, anymore. It's just, it's too dangerous. And
I know where this is going.
I'm like, uh-oh. Because I really want my girl to get this back.
Okay.
Right? I really want it.
What am I gonna have to agree with?
Yeah.
I think you're about to start sounding like one of my uncles.
I brought up the whole Chinese thing, so I know he's like really comfortable. You know what I mean? Like, so he goes, yeah, you know, I have to move. You cannot live in this neighborhood. It's like, you know, you just want a neighborhood with good white people. This is it. I go, fuck, bro, and I'm like trying to change the conversation. I'm like, yeah, you know, it's crazy. Like, there's movies are coming out. I'm like, I don't even know what I'm saying. At this point, I'm like, what's going on? He goes, yes, you need good white people. Maybe move to the suburb or something like that, the neighborhood with good white people. It's something. They're trying to replace us. They're replacing us. This is what they're doing. They're bringing these people from Afghanistan to replace us. So we do not have our city anymore. Our city, you cannot live here. It's not Paris. He's telling me, he's just going in. I'm like,
Trying to make
fuck.
Paris great again, this guy.
He's really trying to make Paris great.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at my
100%.
girl. My girl's looking at me like, how much racism are we going to put up with for this fucking bag?
Like equal rights or this sick bag? What's it gonna be?
So we're just sitting here through. I'm like, all right, listen, we're gonna get this bag today. And so we go. I ask. I was like, this is really cool. I'm just curious what the other one looks like. And the guy goes, I just want to let you know, I can show you the other one, but this one might not be available after I show you the other one.
Oh shit.
Oh, so it's deal or no deal?
Deal or fucking no deal with the box.
Hell yeah, dude.
Literally. So now you got to go, oh my God, is there something better in the other box? My girl's like, nah, this is one. Let's just go do it. But this is brilliant. It's all game.
But you know he's lying.
He's
Yeah,
a
yeah.
liar.
Bro, there's no one in the room. We're alone.
It's just us.
Are you
No,
gonna
but
buy it?
because
Mexican
it's
guy in the
all
stock
up to
room.
him whether or not he offers it to you. He's essentially, I think, saying, maybe I don't offer that to you if this isn't good enough for you.
That is also the case. So you look at this whole situation. You look at this whole situation, and it's so brilliant because they're selling you out the door, right? Like
Yeah.
you feel like you got something.
Yeah.
That is so fucking.
Who wants to be a
valuable.
millionaire? It's like you want to walk away with the 50,000, you want to go for 250. You're
Yeah,
like, ugh.
yeah.
Can't we just build a wall for a little and like
Yeah.
assess? Like let's just look at the other ones. Something.
So I'm looking at this.
He would
she's
love
like,
that.
Yeah,
actually.
exactly.
He'd really love it.
So we get the bag, right? I'm calling my fucking business manager. I'm like, bro, make sure these fucking credit cards work. It's, you know what I mean? I'm like, it's a weekend. He's probably at his like kid's fucking cookout or some shit like that. I'm like, bro, please.
Yeah, you get
please,
one card error, I
please,
think.
Please,
Yeah.
please, don't fuck this up. We went through all this stuff. I put up with fucking racism. There's a lot going on. Don't let my fucking card get canceled, right? So we go. He goes like this. Now, I'm so fucking uncouth. I don't know about any of this shit. I go, okay, so we're going to go get the deal done? And he goes, your girl's already signed you up and made an account for you. I go, okay, I don't even know what that is.
That's great.
Okay, that sounds awesome. He goes, okay, so I'll meet you downstairs. Now, that is code, which I did not know at the moment, for you go down and pay, and I'll meet you at the door and then hand you the bag. He's like a dentist. The dentist never tells you how much it is to fix your teeth. The Puerto Rican girl that comes in tells you how much it is to fix your teeth. You can't say no to the Puerto Rican girl. It's too, right? But the dentist, he's above that. He's above money.
We're not
He's a
gonna talk
doctor.
money. Well,
Doctors
yeah,
don't talk
exactly.
about money.
I'm an
right?
expert. Yeah.
Exactly, right? I don't know this. So I'm just downstairs hanging out, waiting. I see him by the door. I go, hey, what's up, my man? I walk up to the door, right? He hands me the bag. Thank you so much. Really appreciate everything. I walk right the fuck up out the Hermes. I'm on the street.
Yeah.
Free Hermes bag.
When do I pay? Yeah.
I asked my girl, I was like, babe, you paid? She goes, no, I didn't pay. I'm like, remember that racist motherfucker? Remember that racist motherfucker said that racist shit?
Hey, what
Who cares if they get fired? Yeah. We gonna replace you at the store. That's what we gonna replace. Right? I'm like, we are out of here.
We're gonna be like
I'm-
black people. We're running fast. All right, let's go.
I'm like, yo, it is what it is. It's karma. This is what it is. She says, my girl said, I'm out of here, bro. I'm out of here.
on, bro.
Wait for it. Wait for it.
Shit gets me tight.
I gave him your account. We set up an account. I go, what that mean? They have your address. They have your name. They have your number.
Come find
They
me.
got all the, part of me is saying that.
Come
Part
find
of
me.
me
What's
saying
up,
that.
yo?
Hold up,
Part of me
JFK, I'll
saying
meet you at
that.
the airport,
Real
all right?
talk,
Yeah.
Part of me was saying that, but then she got in my head, and she's also like, but then we'll never be able to get anything from here again. I'm
That's
like,
what
bet.
it is. That's what it is.
Everybody wins.
That's what. That's
You
what
get
we
your
got.
bag.
That was a
There's
win.
no more bags.
It's a win.
That's the real reason.
That would have been a win
I
for
know,
you.
it would have, right? And then fuck that racist guy.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway, so we go back in and pay. And that's the end of that story, bro.
I like the alternate ending better. Give me the Schneider cut. Give me the Schneider cut.
I know. I wish I could have lied right here. I wish I could have fucking lied and be like, yes, we said fuck that guy, walked out.
The
That
choice was
teach him
get
a lesson.
one free Hermes bag or pay for an unknown number of bags.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
what you got.
Yeah, I really
I had
picked
paid
the
for
wrong
X
decision,
number of bags.
You should have rolled the dice,
I
bro.
know.
What the fuck?
I fucked some. We were on the streets.
That's crazy.
Sometimes we're on the streets. I got the bag. The bag is dumb big. I'm like nervous. We're gonna get fucking
Come on,
robbed.
bro.
The bag is
By a
dumb.
Parisian? Fuck out of here.
Definitely not by a Parisian.
Yeah, okay.
Like, this guy at Hermes had a point.
Anybody's afraid.
This guy had a point at Hermes, actually. Now I think about it.
By the people the Parisians have been raping for the last 200 years. by those people. But I was
Damn.
like, yo, we out here. But yeah, man.
You were really playing Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. And you said, not me.
Not me, dog.
I'm a fan.
Dang.
Yeah.
Come on. Son.
I know, son. I was
Come
this close.
on, son.
I was this close.
Especially the racist shit like that. He deserved that.
I know he did.
Yo, we wouldn't have gotten an offer for a bag, Al.
Nah,
Oh,
all
absolutely
it is brown people in there. That's all it is brown people.
Tell me this guy was like
What do you mean?
Pakistani or
It's
something.
all fucking
That'd
Saudis.
be so
like,
funny.
Oh,
the guy was
people
Pakistani the whole
buying
time.
It's like white.
The
for
ones
sure.
buying the bags.
Yeah,
So like,
it's
oh,
all
yeah.
like it's Indians. It's like it's big money motherfuckers traveling.
Yeah, Saudi
like,
oil that comes in,
Yeah,
they're trying to buy
it's
shit.
all that shit. And like, yeah, and they don't even understand like how things work in terms. Like they're just used to like, I want it, give it to me. All right, guys, we gotta take a break for a second because with today's low interest rates, it's a great time to refinance your student loans. Okay, Earnest offers low-rate student loan refinancing, and you can check your rate risk-free in just 2 minutes. With Earnest, you get radically flexible payments, and you can pick your loan term. By refinancing, you can reduce your loan term, save money, or combine multiple loans into a simple monthly payment. And if you have questions, you can even talk to a real-life human at Earnest for help. Isn't it time you stop feeling overwhelmed by your student debt? Earnest is offering our listeners a $100 cash bonus. Refinance your student debt at earnest.com/flagrant. Remember, terms and conditions apply. Now, Earnest is giving our listeners a $100 bonus. Refinance your student loans at earnest.com/flagrant. Terms and conditions apply. And finally, let me tell you guys this. You get a $100 cash bonus when you visit earnest.com/flagrant to refinance your student loan. It is not available in all states. And remember, terms and conditions do apply. Now let's get back to the show. They don't even understand that there could be a company that goes, I don't really think the bag would be good with you. Like their brain doesn't understand.
I can
so
pay you
exciting.
enough to be okay with anything.
Or they'll just buy it off of some other bitch. It's just money means nothing to them.
Right. Okay.
But like what a fucked up situation, right?
Damn.
Yeah, shit in the bed to shit in the bed. Yeah, so that was Paris, guys. All right, we happy that we spoke about it?
Yeah.
But the bread and cheese, pretty good.
So it was all right. Yo, I'll be honest, like Paris, mid.
Yup. Yup.
Paris, mid.
The
Yup.
food, I was very underwhelmed.
No,
Yup.
food is legit. You were underwhelmed?
I was underwhelmed. But I'm
I
not.
don't
You
think
like
you were
know
eating
the
at the
spots.
places he was eating at.
Yeah.
though.
Yeah,
Like,
he like
literally-
knows the spots.
Yeah.
Him and his girl will research. I didn't do that. I just went around and ate and like tried to not find touristy
I
places.
did that same shit and yeah.
Like my Airbnb would recommend places and they'd be cool, but it was fine. It was cool.
Yo, Paris.
Airbnb recommends places.
The host.
You see the disgust he just looked at you.
Not past that yet.
Oh my god.
I'm glad you don't get an Hermes bag, honestly, after that statement.
Hey, me too.
Yeah.
That makes two of us.
No, but it's interesting. Like Paris, visually, it's beautiful. Like they don't have the buildings don't get taller than 6 stories. It's basically like if Soho was the size of Brooklyn. That's the way I would describe it, right? Like because remember when we were in Russia and you saw like massive buildings, but they weren't that high, but they
Yeah.
were just so long.
Yeah.
Like that's kind of what happens. If you can't build up, you got to build out. So you have this like consistent architecture and it's like really beautiful and like it just exists throughout the city. But in terms of like seeing something that I've never seen before, it was super like it was regular.
I thought
Yeah.
Versailles was beautiful. And I remember
Versailles is
thinking,
cap.
Wait, why?
Yo, the French, like Louis XIV, the guy who built Versailles, is like the first rapper, like the first Instagram thought. Like the whole thing is cap. Like they were super in debt. All the money was lent to them. But their whole thing was, we're going to flex so hard that we're going to convince everybody that we're the most wealthy and they're going to pay to come here just to look at our asses.
Bow Wow challenge.
Kanye.
Son, Kanye, Bow Wow challenge, every Instagram thought. Like, it was all cap.
Yeah.
Like, they were so in debt. Everything. Bro, when Louis XIV would walk around, like, the gardens and shit, they would do one fountain at a time. they would holler at the homie at the next fountain, like, yo, he's about to be at you. Run the fountain. So they didn't have to waste water because they couldn't afford to keep all the shit going. And so you're there and you're like, oh, wow, like this is a business. And like literally people would come from all around the world just to look at the guy. They pay $500,000 to watch him shit. He'd take a shit in the morning, $500 grand just to watch him.
And your girl got to watch you for free, bro.
For free.
That's good treatment.
I paid.
You did.
No, but like, I don't know. It's just really interesting to like be there and like see that. Like this has been going on from the beginning of time. The fake it till you make it is as old as human beings, bro.
It seems like you age out of it. You know what I mean? Like the French are not as into like the gaudy, like ostentatious, like money shit now.
Oh, society ages out of it. I think.
Yeah, there's a rejection of it, or you just find other ways to be like ostentatious and gaudy.
Yeah, or you get killed like Louis the 16th and Marie Antoinette
Yeah.
soon later at that very spot. So.
Yeah. It was their whole tale was rough.
How would you describe the feel of it? Like the feel, like
Of
you know
Paris?
how
Rags,
No.
like
Yeah.
mid, super mid.
I thought it was like kind of gloomy, like
I felt
and
it
not
a bit
weather-wise, but
gloomy.
just like what you said?
I felt it a bit gloomy.
Yeah,
I thought
it
a little
was just
bit
like everything about it.
it's a little
There's
dreary.
there's like
Dreary,
a
that's better.
disorder. It's not even a real disorder, but like one of these bullshit disorders
Mm.
called like Paris syndrome or something like that. And it's basically like Chinese people come to Paris because they've been waiting their entire lives to see Paris, and they've built up Paris what it is, this most magical place that's ever existed.
Yeah.
And they go Paris depression syndrome, and they go there and they realize it's kind of mid, and they just are depressed because they built this up. Their one vacation they're ever going to take in their life, and it's just mid.
Yeah,
And don't get me wrong, it's beautiful. And sometimes you see these like this ancient architecture. It looks like some shit out of fucking like the Roman Empire, the Greek Empire. Like it's cool shit. But at the same time, I don't know. For me, when I travel, like being in fucking Morocco and seeing something that was so different was really cool. That was really interesting. Walking around a city and like seeing a bunch of like restaurants and like cafes, it's like I could do that here.
You're also from New York.
Yeah, again, that's completely different. I understand.
Wasn't the city planner for New York the same guy that planned or like took the blueprints from Paris or some shit?
Maybe.
Have you heard that? I forgot where I heard that.
Maybe.
But like, I'm pretty sure it was like modeled after Paris or whatever. Like that was like the first poppin' city, and then all the cities were like, yeah, let's just do the sick shit.
I mean,
And
that
make it
that
better.
was popular. I mean, a lot of American cities were modeled after like successful European ones.
Yeah.
But
I always appreciate history when I go to Europe. I'm like, oh, America, everything is so new.
Yeah.
In India, the old shit is either decimated or it's like so old. It's like, all right.
Yeah.
I'm not looking at much there.
Yeah.
In Paris, you're looking at like fucking, or in Europe, you're looking at like castles and like all these beautiful things that are 800, 900 years old. You're like, oh, okay. I appreciate history as opposed to reading about it in a book where
Yeah.
it means nothing. Going to Rome and seeing the fucking Colosseum is 2,000 years old and it's this massive thing. It's
Yeah,
like,
it's just
oh, this is
Yeah.
beautiful. And Paris does have a lot of that. And I thought if I actually went to Paris and just did that for a couple of days, I'd be like, oh, that's really fucking cool.
Yeah, 'cause
They
they
get
also-
in and out.
They gave up on day one of World War II and didn't want Hitler to bomb it. So it's,
I understand
because
why
he
they-
loved that place so much.
No, I guess I understand. I don't know. I just thought it was kind of like it was kind of like mid as far as a city like
Especially as like a romantic city, I don't think it's that. I remember
Yeah.
thinking Rome when I was there. I was like, oh, this is like romantic. You feel it.
Yeah.
Paris, I didn't feel that.
I didn't feel like the food was that much different. Like maybe we're spoiled in New York. I guess when I go to a place, I don't need great food. Like Morocco wasn't good food at all, but culturally it was so unique. Like walking around that fucking shuk, whatever the shuk, it was unbelievable. It was fucking unbelievable. You're like, what is happening right now? Like, and
I feel
didn't
like
have
I would
that
go there
feeling.
and feel like, I've been here. It's kind of Indian in nature.
Maybe,
like,
maybe I don't know. I just thought it was just. I don't know. People have like memorized this like plot of land that's I don't know. It's just like the perfect recipe for a horror movie, like in Morocco.
Yeah.
Like the shoot. I don't know. So I just didn't feel that in Paris, and I thought I was gonna feel it. I thought I was gonna be there, and I was gonna be like blown away.
Was that your first trip?
I was there in college, but we were fucking.
So you had Paris syndrome.
I had Paris depression syndrome.
Right, you got Paris depression syndrome.
Drunk. We had a blast. It's all about experiences. Once you've seen the city, it's now like,
Yeah.
can
yeah.
you turn up?
Yeah, I guess. But it was, I don't know, it was just kind of like interesting. The world has gotten really small. The internet has made the world, like, there used to be, I think when we were younger, you go to a different place and like, I remember when I lived in Spain, like the style was completely different. I went to Denmark. The style was different. The way they dressed was just different, right? And like, you just felt this culture clash. And now you go to Paris, it's like everybody's wearing the same sneakers. Everybody got the same jeans. Everybody got the same shirts. Like,
No, globalization has stopped like international travel in that way. Like that's why I liked Russia, because it was like, oh, people haven't been here. Like that's why I wanted to go to like a random country.
Globalization has stopped international
Or
travel?
it has like sort of like taken away the luster of international travel.
It's made things less international.
Because you go to
feeling.
London and you're
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
it's
yeah,
the
yeah.
same food, it's the
We've all
same
seen that
stores.
picture
You lose
a
the
million
idiosyncrasies that make travel so like exciting, right? Like seeing like I remember. Don't you remember like being in France and like seeing them wear something different? You're like,
Yeah.
oh, that's pretty cool. I remember when I would go to California when I was in college.
Yeah.
New York, the way people dress here was totally different than in California. And I'd wear some shit out there. They're like, what the fuck is going on? I'd be like, all right, in 6 months you're gonna wear this.
Yeah,
like,
Yeah, exactly. That's why I want to go to like the
Doesn't
place that like
exist.
is a city no one even knows. Like
Morocco.
yeah, Morocco's like that.
Go to Morocco.
I'm like
bro.
Tajikistan. What is Tajikistan, bro?
There's a bunch of rich motherfuckers.
What's going on there?
It's that oil money.
I legit don't even know what they look like. I'm
Yeah,
like, I want
yeah,
to just
yeah.
go and see that shit.
Yeah, but no, I hear you on like
Because at least
the
it's an
Moscow
authentic
thing.
kind of culture.
Think about traveling internationally in like the 80s when the only frame of reference you had was if you got a fucking book about the place.
You got the
Yeah,
digest.
Lonely
bro.
Planet.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Lonely-
remember the
that's
Lonely
it.
Planet
That's all
book?
it is.
Yeah.
You're going with a whole, everything is fucking brand new. I haven't, this is just some shit I seen in a book, one or two pictures here and there.
You
like,
bring home souvenirs. Like, what souvenir could you bring back from Paris? You're like, I could get that at Hudson News. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like I remember my dad used to bring back candy from France, and it'd be like, dude, we have to order this or get someone to ship it.
Yeah.
Now you can just get it at whatever grocery store.
Dude,
Like,
how about this? The food in Morocco was a letdown for me because I've had better Moroccan food. Think about that.
Yeah.
I've experienced the cuisine improved upon from the thing that you'll go to a restaurant there. Like
Yeah.
you go to in LA.
But we're spoiled in New York because of that.
Yes, 100%.
yeah.
100%. And I recognize that, and I think people should still travel and like have these fucking
yeah.
experiences.
It's
but,
also
like,
Americanized. Like the Americanized like Indian food.
Yeah.
For my palate, I like that better probably than if I were to go to India and then have authentic Indian food. I'd be like, eh.
yeah.
Like same with Chinese food, like or even Japanese food. When I was in Japan, it had like authentic, like just like casual Japanese like diner food. I was like, eh.
I felt that about
Hibachi's better.
Italian.
What about
I
it?
feel like I get better Italian food here than when I went over there.
It just works for you.
Yeah.
right?
Exactly.
Yeah,
it's not
yeah, yeah.
objectively better, but my palate as an American, I'm like, oh,
No,
this-
the Moroccan food is objectively better.
and the Italian food in the Northeast is fucking
if you
bomb.
talk,
Yeah.
if you talk to like, Dove's Moroccan, he'll say like the restaurants there just have shit food. But if you go to someone's fucking house, someone's grandma's house, you're gonna get the good stuff.
Oh yeah, for
But,
me,
like-
it's like I never go to Moroccan restaurants. Like my dad or someone's grandma crushes it.
do they not
That's
have a
the
restaurant culture?
over there?
No, like if you're Moroccan, you don't eat out, right? Like,
yeah. Also, like things like a couscous, like it takes so long. You're not gonna go to a restaurant and wait for all this shit
Yeah.
to happen. Like you'll have a couple nights when you're out there, but
They know
you
what they're
kinda want
doing,
it,
too. Like,
even
they-
at the Riyadh you stayed at, like you actually book a dinner there because the staff is like preparing this meal for you this whole time, like you'd be in a home.
Like New York is only a restaurant culture.
yeah,
Like no one, like you don't really cook in your apartment. Like kitchens are small. Like
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
required to go out.
yeah. I don't know. It was interesting to see that, man. Like, I wonder what these kids will think when they travel. Like, I wonder if these kids are gonna do study abroad. Like, study abroad, there was different haircuts.
Yeah.
Like when I went to Spain, like
I
they
came
had
back with a
fucking
faux hawk.
mullets and shit. Like, and it was cool out there.
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
that, like kind of short up top, but they
Yeah.
had this long thing. And I was like, oh, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought that was weird as fuck. But
Girls
then
did that
they
shit.
started doing that shit here.
And then we start, and like you saw it happen. It was just so cool, and now it's just so instantaneous. And I guess that is cool because, you have access to all these other things. And you get to like feel a part of something. Like you don't have to like. Let's say you grow up in like the middle of the country, and people thinking you're some fucking bumpkin or something like that. Now all of a sudden you have access to all the same fashion blogs. You know exactly what Kendall Jenner's wearing. You can buy it on the internet, and you can look just as cool as she does. And you live in Columbia, Missouri.
Yeah.
Right? So I guess that's cool. You don't feel as alienated. But
Also, New York is extremely transient in that way. That like if you live in New York, like you know actual French people. You know what I mean? Like in Orlando, I don't really know anyone that's actually French.
And I think you're making a little bit, you're conflating fashion with the whole culture a little bit too much.
Yeah.
Whereas like the culture of a place the culture of New York is incredibly different than the culture of Texas, different than Florida. The culture of Paris is its own thing. I remember going to Amsterdam and looking around, everybody just fucking riding bikes everywhere. And just like, it's just like a different culture there
Yeah.
than it is here.
The
Different
thing
set
that-
of values, a different way they live life.
That's a good point. The things
And
that are
that's
actually
where you'll
different.
take and you'll be like, oh shit, that's really interesting. And then just seeing like the history is cool. But then also, I remember being in Amsterdam fucking freaking out about uploading a clip. And it was this beautiful day in Amsterdam. Everybody's just riding bikes and fucking eating at restaurants. And I'm looking at them like, oh, I'm sitting here freaking out because I'm not getting my 5G, and these guys are just enjoying life. And there was a moment there where I was like, oh, there's a lesson there.
Yeah.
Did you find that the behavior or customs were different? Like friendliness, rudeness?
I'll be honest, the French are so happy to have us back.
Really?
Yeah.
Especially in Paris.
Yeah. Like,
Oh, really?
their whole city is tourism. There's no industry in their city. When you really think about it, it's fashion,
Yeah, service.
service, right? Food. That's it. It's restaurants, cafes,
It's food and fashion. Yeah.
hotels.
That's it.
That's it. And it's just like what Dubai is kind of doing. You know how they're like, we're just gonna make like the coolest shit to just look at.
Yeah.
That's kind of like what Paris did.
800 years ago.
Eat the best food. Look at the coolest buildings. Buy the coolest fashion. Enjoy. Just indulge. Like that's the culture. The culture is indulgence, right? And like literally, here's my takeaway. The French and the Japanese get to the same point. They just have completely different ways of getting there.
Okay, explain.
Love it.
The Japanese are like, I need to perfect this thing and I will kill myself to perfect it, right? I won't even enjoy it. I will kill myself to perfect it because the perfection of the thing is the goal and the process of perfecting is the goal. The French are like, why would I eat something that's less than perfect? Make it perfect so I can enjoy it the most.
Right.
I want the best cheese. I want the best wine. Why would I have something less? I need to enjoy. So the Japanese are like, I need to sacrifice for perfection. And then the French are like, why would I sacrifice?
Yeah, one's the desire to produce, other's like the desire to consume.
To consume and indulge. So one is all joy based, right? Like, how do I make myself feel good? And it's kind of cool because you get the best shit.
Yeah.
You know, that and the only other observation I saw is like when you're the cafes, all the chairs face out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was so cool.
Yeah, I saw that on your Instagram. That was cool.
And it's just like it's the most French thing. It's like I could judge one person across me, or I could judge all of the people.
Yeah.
But like, it's so nice to just admit that that's what you want from a coffee, right? Like, hey, you want to have a coffee and talk? Not really, but I'll like judge everyone with you.
Yeah.
And it's just
We'll talk about them.
Yeah. I'm a king and this is my court. And I'm just gonna be looking at all my servants.
Yeah, and if we build this beautiful city, you might as well look at it.
Yeah.
It was that, and then the only other one I saw was when we were in Versailles, and they were talking about like when they brought essentially the monarchy moved out of Paris, like Louis XIV brought them to Versailles, and I guess the reason why was because they were going to kill Louis XIV when he was like 4 years old. You know, he became king at like 4, so he was like, I don't know if I fucking trust these people. Let's get the fuck out of here.
Right.
So they move it to Versailles. That's when, and I'm sure there's many other factors, but like that's when Paris becomes this hub for like intellectualism and like thought and like ideas. When you remove the oppressive regime from the city, right? It's no coincidence that like within the next few generations, you have all these great philosophers coming out of Paris, because this is still this great city. There's still all this art, and now you got all these people like chopping up different ideas, talking, thinking about cool things like what is human rights,
And they're free to do so.
and they're a little bit more free to do so. Right? The monarchy's 5 hours away. Do I really want to go 5 hours to yell at this writer?
Yeah.
Let it happen. It's interesting how like one little thing could shift culture.
Shift history.
History, really.
Yeah.
Like that's all the French come up with the ideas and Americans execute them. That's what I realized.
Yeah.
The French are like, humans should have rights. And then the French are like, yes, they should. And then they're like, but we won't do that. That's too much work to do it.
Yeah.
Right? And the Americans go, all right, bet.
Right.
They're an ideas guy.
They're an ideas
Let's go
guy.
with ideas.
Yeah.
Like, don't figure it out. Give them human rights, please.
Okay? That's all it
So
is.
Dove is the American and you're the French.
That's it. I'm
Got
fucking Steve Jobs. Okay? Figure it out, Wozniak.
Snap, snap.
You need a Jew to figure out your shit.
Yeah. But this is an interesting thing as far as like cities go, because like Paris was one of like the first great cities. Like they had the first streetlights. Like they have all this amazing shit, and no one had ever seen it before in that way. Like population density without disease. Like people are actually living in this place.
Yeah.
And then places like New York come around.
Crazy disease, though.
Yeah, back in the day especially. But like
they didn't even wash. Louis XIV never showered.
Still don't.
Son, and their whole diet is mold.
Yeah.
yeah.
Wild.
It's just mold. Cheese is mold, right? Wine is fucking fermentation.
Yeah.
All they eat is mold.
I wonder if it gives them some bacteria resistance. You know what I mean? Like their gut flora, like
Bread
taking all
is
that
yeast
bacteria.
and
And
shit.
shit.
Bread is yeast.
Guy
Like,
trying to defend not showering.
I know, right?
It must, bro.
Obviously.
They're immune.
bro, you know what they would do? They'd wipe, because back in the day they took like what are those things?
Monocle?
No. Scientists look into stuff. You see it.
microscope.
What's it? Microscope. Yeah, they look into water in microscopes and they saw all this like bacteria and shit in the water, so they was fucking terrified. Right. So they're like, all right, we're not drinking water. And back in the day, you can like fucking die from water and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So they just wouldn't shower. They would wash themselves with wine. And
Amare Stoudemire. That's where he got the idea.
is that what he did?
Didn't he take a bath in wine? The one that the big picture he put on IG?
Maybe.
Oh,
They would just drink beer,
Red
a
wine
version
bath.
of beer. That was what they
Yeah.
had instead of water. It was like this like lighter version of beer. It was like a fermented fucking water. And have some like tea because it was boiled.
Yeah.
And then I was like, didn't it fucking stink? And the woman that was telling us this said this. She was like, when everyone
Everybody
stinks.
stinks, yeah.
Nobody.
Yeah. But that was just everyone's.
That was back in the day.
Pre-hygiene.
But I interrupted you. You were
But
saying.
so basically, like you have this amazing city, and then New York comes around and then becomes the new center of the world and
Yeah.
becomes like the new amazing city. And then you're kind of unimpressed by Paris. You're like, New York has better things, is more beautiful, like it's more functional. What is the next iteration of that?
Okay, you're saying
Like,
like
what is-
across multiple
what's the
generations.
Paris
city
3.0.
Yeah, what's the city in
Got
like
you.
50 to 100 years that makes New York like it's fine, but there's a lot of issues.
Okay, so
Orlando, probably.
Orlando. You know what's tricky, I think, about this is like globalization makes this tricky. Is because all the cities will be replicas, right? And there's nothing wrong with a replica at all. No, but like what was so great and unique about Paris and New York and all these cities is that like they were built around the cultures that existed there. So there's influence from the Dutch, there was influence from the English, there was influence from the French, there's all these different influences, and it creates this like cool melting pot of a city, right? And now any new city that's brought up is almost like too calculated. Like I look at all these old things and I go, why did we ever stop making that? Like anytime we go into a theater, we were at the Orpheum and I was like, why did they stop making theaters like this?
It's probably inefficient.
It's too costly.
Yeah.
But you look at the detail on a building. Like I was looking at one of the buildings in this square. I forget the Place de Vosges or something like that. And like there was a line of faces that were like carved out of the same block or brick or whatever it was, probably limestone or something like that. Each face had a different expression. Can you imagine saying that to some fucking Italian contractor now? Like, this one has to be sad. This one has to be happy. They're like, what are you we just make it windows.
Yeah.
It's just all windows.
Yeah.
There's no life in it anymore. It's too expensive. Culture's too expensive. So I don't know where that pops up. I don't know.
There's an assumption like the future city, you think it'll be things that look like Dubai, but it might be with like things like the Hyperloop where we all come to work in the city, but our life is Mark lives in the woods, I live on the sea, someone lives in the desert, and because it's so efficient and so fast to travel, every day, boom,
I think
come in
that
there, do your
there's-
job, get back to your
I
nature.
think that's definitely a possibility. I also think that like even like the younger generations are like craving authenticity, like big time, because everything is so fabricated. Like even like Chifty's generation, especially. Like I think that they're just like this. I'm gonna wear sneakers that are fucked up, or I'm gonna have like a vintage. This is cool. Like I'm gonna go back to these like old celebrities. Like Paris Hilton is coming back. Like not saying she's authentic, but like to them it appears that way, right? And it's like I think that we always crave something authentic. So like I don't know when the next great city is, but I know that there's a reason why people are going to Portugal all of a sudden. It's like, what is undiscovered? What is still authentic and what's a unique experience, but that hasn't been tainted is the wrong word, but hasn't been tainted by international travel. Because once we all go, they're just going to make it the most digestible for us, like Indian cuisine in America, because it's most profitable.
Yeah.
But before we go, they try to appease themselves. And when you just appease the people there, you create this cool, unique culture that we like to be voyeurs in.
Right.
So,
Yeah, I feel like South America probably still has a lot of that.
yeah.
Like you go to like
Yeah, probably.
Lima or like somewhere else in Peru, like it hasn't been as touched. But I don't know,
Yeah.
I've never been.
I would assume the Middle East.
Austin, Texas isn't the next.
one.
It's not gonna make it happen.
There's a yeah, I don't know. It's something I've been thinking about. I mean, we spoke about it on Rogan. I don't know if we ever spoke about Flagrant, but like, I want to do a European tour this summer. And what?
Shut up.
Why?
What? Surprising. What?
Yeah, why don't we
That's
do
what
a
I spoke
pee
about
break?
on Rogan. It's the biggest platform already. But
Years of it, but
but yeah, like, and I want to do like European tour this summer, but I want to like spend, like 6 weeks out there in Europe and like tour on the weekends and then do the pods on the week and like find a home base for the pod.
Right.
Right. And I was thinking Italy might be a cool one. And I'm hoping that we could get some of that like real, raw, authentic experience. I don't want to go to a city and I go, I'm just in a version of New York.
Right.
I want to go to a city where I'm like, oh, this is fucking awesome. I'm lost. I want to just walk the streets.
But you gotta assimilate though.
Yeah.
You gotta dress like it. You gotta go full like a little fedora thing.
Hell yeah.
You gotta go full Italian if you want to preserve the culture.
Yes, that is true. I cannot fight it. But yeah, so I don't know. I think that's very important. That home base that we pick, I think it's got to be one of those experiences that feels like authentic and feels like, special.
I would love it.
Yeah. What are you guys' thoughts on that?
I like Italy.
Al's
No,
kind
no.
of excited. You
I'm
coming around a little bit?
Yeah, I'm coming around.
All right, good.
I
Just-
love Italy.
are you sure you're coming around?
Dub, suck my dick.
That's fighting words.
Not to you guys, though.
Yeah, apparently I didn't know that. That black people, that's like fighting words.
That's
Yeah,
fighting
but not
words.
if you say it's a white. Then it's like, oh, we just playing around.
That's a punchline.
Yeah.
Mark, what do you think about that?
Yeah, it'd be great. It'd be fun.
Yeah. So what city? Flagrant 2, what city? Where should we go? We want to redo Miami, but in
You know
Europe.
what feels authentic, but I didn't like it? Is
Kabul.
Venice.
Mm.
Kabul.
Venice
Venice-
is spectacular when all the tourists are asleep. 9 o'clock.
I thought
Doesn't it
Venetians were kind of
smell?
assholes, but maybe I'm wrong.
They actually are. They're the Italians that would be okay to split from Italy. They're Venetian first, then Italian.
Like Barcelona, like the Catalans.
Yeah.
But doesn't
I
their
would-
city smell?
Nah. Venice.
It
I think
smelled like
Venice
the-
and Paris
like
are
the
the
sea.
two prettiest
Yeah.
cities.
And
Like-
that's not-
we live
but,
in New
like,
York,
not
bro.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we have a beautiful stink.
No.
It's so,
Venice is cool.
so poetic. Our
I
stench is
guarantee you,
amazing.
Rockaway Beach don't smell better than Venice.
Yeah.
Nah, it definitely does. Definitely
No
does.
chance.
I don't know. Venice, maybe. I guess it'd be cool. I would love to do Barcelona. I've just already lived there, but it's just such a great city. And I also heard that like Barcelona got kind of rough recently.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
That's culture, dog.
That's culture.
Let's
go.
go.
Yeah.
I like Portugal. I like.
Portugal's a vibe.
Tajikistan. I stand by that.
You guys always talk about
Yeah.
Copenhagen. I haven't been there.
Too cold.
What about like Dubai?
Sweden and all them.
It's
stuff.
just hard
what'd
to
you say?
travel.
Shut up.
Dubai.
Dubai. It's just hard to travel. My feeling about like it needs to be close enough where we're like in a couple hours in a city.
Like
Gotcha,
Switzerland, Sweden, one of them.
Yeah, Switzerland. Maybe not Sweden, but Switzerland's actually
Not
interesting.
Sweden.
Yeah,
The
I don't
Swiss,
know.
though.
Yeah,
Oh,
maybe
yeah,
not.
fuck
What's wrong with
Sweden.
the
My
Swiss?
bad, My bad.
I mean, there's so many versions.
Yeah, we're
of
not
it.
doing Sweden.
Nah, Geneva is great.
What about Amsterdam? Is that weird?
Amsterdam is
Nah.
fire, dog. I
Amsterdam
loved it.
is really
I
dope.
fucking loved
Why are you
it.
saying no?
Done.
I mean, not the red light district. Like that area.
That shit
was
is-
disgusting.
No,
Yeah,
that
the
shit
red
is
light
trash.
district sucks, but
You
the
go
rest
there
of
to
the
go
city-
there.
I
rest-
don't like
the rest
places
was
where
cool.
they're
Rest
used
city's
to
fire.
American tourists.
Yeah,
They're used to it there. Portugal still is a vibe.
I think Italy would be a vibe, bro.
Yeah.
I really think Italy.
What's
Oh,
the
dog,
Atlanta
Italy,
of Europe?
Florence
That's
is
all
my
I know.
favorite city,
What's
maybe
the
ever.
Atlanta of Europe?
Yeah, like what city has got the most black people? 'Cause that's where I want to go.
London.
Really?
Oh yeah,
London.
and Paris maybe.
Paris.
Really? There's a lot of
Yeah.
Yeah. Too many. They're replacing us. They're replacing
They are.
us.
I've
It's
actually
too
heard that
many.
before.
Come
Yeah.
on.
And
And
Black
you
people,
guys
good
wouldn't
white
want to do
neighborhood.
London?
I love London. I'll do London.
I love
London just is
Fucking
easy
heartbeat.
to do.
I
London
love
is
London.
New York. It's just a
Yeah.
little bit cleaner.
That's why I would
And
say.
people are a little bit nicer. And
Yeah.
it shuts down a little bit earlier.
Put
But
this
other
way.
than that, it's New York.
London would be if the smartest decision.
I would live
'Cause-
in London, dude.
Yeah,
I
me
fucking
too.
love it.
Yeah, it's like London would be the smartest decision because it would be like we could build something right there. We already have something there. People who know who we are, people listening to the podcast, but like in the same way we went to Miami, we could really build, we could do local shows there. We could really kind of like make stuff happen. And obviously the language is not a barrier there.
Yeah.
Like I don't think we're building a comedy scene in fucking Italy. But we could really like be a part of that comedy scene that exists in London right now and helped, bring awareness, whatever you do. That would be the best financial decision, but I don't know if it's for me, like I still want to take advantage of these years specifically when we could travel and like have, these culturally immersive experiences. Like I want to go somewhere where it's like, what the fuck is happening?
Yeah.
We're on a fucking hillside randomly, driving some car, going to a vineyard, trying fucking wines. Like that's like let's enjoy this part of life, man. We got a few more years left.
Italy, dog.
Maybe it's Italy. Portugal, I think, could be lit.
Portugal.
Portugal would be
Yeah,
fire.
we need Europeans to weigh in. That's what we
Yes,
need.
Europeans, let us know, okay? Let us know what's going on.
Take a pee break.
Take a break.
Let's do it.
All right, guys, we're going to take a break for a second because I need to tell you about the best water on the planet right now. This is the best water, the water that you're going to drink, the water you're going to enjoy, and it's not even a question, and it is Liquid Death, okay? It is my favorite water on the planet, and I know this sounds shocking, but it comes in a fucking can. Yes, it comes in a can. Okay, I can give you all the specs about how delicious it is, and it's from the Alps over here, and it's the most amazing, clean, freshest water on the planet, yada, yada, yada. How about I just tell you it's the most delicious water I've ever had, and it's the only water I drink, and it's going to stop you from being dehydrated, because once you crack that can, you finish that motherfucking can. Also, if you're one of these people that doesn't like to drink and you feel uncomfortable because you're at a party and everybody there is drinking, they're trying to hand you a drink, the Liquid Death can looks like a Modelo. It looks like a beer. Nobody's going to bother you. You get to fit right in with all these drinking degenerates and enjoy a nice hydrating beverage of the tastiest water on the fucking planet. We're going to help you get it. We're going to help you get it, matter of fact, at a discount. Okay, guys, so here's the deal, okay? We're going to get you the best water on the planet, and you're not even going to have to pay shipping. That's right. All you have to do is you go to liquiddeath.com/flagrant. You do not have to pay shipping. You get that water, delicious water delivered to your door. You don't want to walk around with jugs of fucking water from the grocery store. It's a pain in the ass, okay? Your forearms are sore. You're going to make your wife or girlfriend pick up all that water. It's ridiculous. Have it delivered to your door. Easy peasy, it's done. You're going to do that by going to liquiddeath.com/flagrant, and you're going to get free shipping on all water and merch. So get anything you want, the water, the merch, you're going to get the free shipping on that. Or you can go to Whole Foods and 7-Eleven. You can grab them both there. So that's liquiddeath.com/flagrant, or grab them at Whole Foods and 7-Eleven. Now let's get back to the show. And let's talk about it. We were just talking about before. We had a little technical difficulty. But Jake Paul is now the biggest opponent in boxing. I don't care what anybody says. I just need you to ask yourself where you can make more money in boxing. Just ask yourself where you can make more money in boxing. I know I was saying this before. I said Canelo's biggest money fight is going to be against Jake Paul. Most people listening right now, if you're not a boxing fan, you have no clue what weight division Canelo fights in. You can't name a person Canelo would even fight. You don't know other people at 168 pounds.
Nope.
You don't know other people at 175 pounds. You don't know anybody else at 160. The only person you could probably say at like 160 or 168 might be Oscar De La Hoya coming back to fight Vitor Belfort. Boxing, in terms of casual fans being interested in actually knowing fighters, I hate to say this, it fucking pains me, but it's fucking dead. It's a shame to say, but the average casual, the guy who's coming up, the guy who saw on an undercard and was exciting, no longer exists. We're naming guys. I don't think most people can name a boxer under 30. Name a boxer under 30 that wasn't on the Jake Paul card.
Logan Paul.
Ryan Garcia.
Tommy Fury.
No, Ryan Garcia.
Oh yeah,
Ryan Garcia. There you go.
Yeah.
Ryan Garcia. Now, another guy who came up, YouTuber, or really, he wasn't a YouTuber, but he really
He had
laid
strong
into the
social media
YouTube.
game.
He
Yeah.
started
Oh,
talking
is
to the guys.
Gervonta under 30?
Gervonta is under 30, but and great call, but Gervonta is too small to fight a Canelo.
Yeah.
Right? So Canelo's biggest payday, before this fight, I was like, there's no way. There's no way. Why would Conor McGregor fight a Jake Paul? Why would you even do that? Why would a Canelo fight a Jake Paul? Why would you even do that? Well, now you do it to make money, and now it doesn't seem that crazy. Matter of fact, I know you're saying,
crazy.
No, it's not crazy.
It is.
You can't name another person in Canelo's division. We just recorded this before you fucked up the video. You sat there stuttering for 2 minutes.
I did because I needed time to Google.
Exactly. Now you Google.
Yeah.
But the fact is, most people cannot name another person.
To me, it's very basic. To get a lot of money, you need casual people to get interested. Casual people don't know most boxers. They know the Paul brothers. Whether you like them or hate them, they know them. I will pay to see him lose, or I will pay to see him win, but I will pay either way as a casual.
So-
It doesn't matter. And right now, there is an all-time high
crazy.
in terms of wanting to see Jake Paul get beaten. There's
Yes.
a moment in the fight.
Okay.
I don't know if you guys experience this. I don't know how you guys watch the fight. And I'm just going to have an honest reaction.
Yes.
I'm rooting for this kid, Jake, bro. I'm rooting for this kid, Jake. The kid is 24 years old. He has the entire United States, parts of the world watching him. And he
Right.
did that on his own with his team, but he did that. He garnered this level of attention. Started boxing 3 years ago. This motherfucker's been boxing their whole life. They can't get 15 people to show up to a fucking Hilton to watch them box. Right? They can't get a local card. They can't get their family to come see them. They can't get 15 cousins to show up to see him. Right? There are comics right now probably hating on Jake Paul. You can't get 30 people in Houston to a show.
Saturday night's busy. You know what I mean? Like if you're in Houston, like
exactly.
there's clubs.
So
Latinos
much
got shit to do.
He did on a Sunday. You know what I'm saying? He did that shit on the Lord's Day.
Damn.
Okay? In a fucking arena. So let's put some shit in perspective. The guy knows how to get eyeballs, knows how to get people to watch.
Give him that. Yep.
Regardless if you like him or hate him. Right now, there's an all-time high for wanting to see him get beat. I don't know if you guys are watching, but when you watch, if you did, and everybody at home, think about this as well. When Tyron Woodley lands the right hand that rocks Jake.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers got excited.
Yeah.
Okay, my girl's off the couch. Okay, I'm off the couch. Dove's off the couch. We're going, what the fuck is about to happen? I'm rooting for Jake.
Yeah.
I'm rooting for Jake, and I see Tyron land, and I'm like, oh shit, this would be really interesting if the kid who talks all the shit ends up getting clipped in his hometown, gets put down. When Tyron didn't take advantage of the fact that he had him stunned, and then later gets stunned in the round, and then the next round comes out, barely even throws any punches. What did I say? I said, Jake, knock this bum out.
Yep.
Knock this bum out. He had him. And he was afraid. He was afraid to try to finish that fight. And you got to give Jake credit for trying to finish it. Conor, I'm sorry. The biggest money fight Conor has, if Khabib's not coming out, Jake. And I don't even think that Conor beats Jake.
I don't understand why that's offensive. You're not saying he's the best boxer in the world.
He's not even close.
He's saying he's the guy that would make the most money.
But that's not accurate.
Who?
Canelo made 15 mil his last fight. Conor made 700,000 versus Askren.
Conor made?
I'm sorry, Paul brother.
Paul
made 700,000.
But what did he make this
and
fight?
Canelo made 15 million.
No,
But
that
what
was
did he
guaranteed.
make this
He made
fight?
more after that. With DAZN, he made 25 to 35 from the Saunders fight.
Who?
Canelo.
He made $700,000 guaranteed versus
I
what
think
came
you're-
in on the pay-per-view.
Yeah, that's what I think.
And Canelo took a piece of the pay-per-view also.
Sure. Well, Canelo has a guaranteed deal with DAZN, right? Where
Yeah.
they paid him up front. I think they renegotiated that contract, but it was like, you're guaranteed $300 million. So I think that what he makes in those pay-per-views gets chipped away from that amount of money.
Okay.
And
something
he's
like
not saying Jake Paul will make more than Canelo. He's saying whoever Canelo fights, whoever he fought to make 15 million, if he fights Jake Paul, he probably gonna make more than 15 million.
Way more.
'cause we'll
For
buy.
sure.
50 million, 75 million. It's like right now people want to see him get knocked out. And I'll be honest with you, Canelo fucks him up. Canelo fucks him up easy. It's different. It's different. But what Jake Paul and his team have exposed, and this is the brilliance of him and his team, is we overrated MMA boxing.
Yeah.
If they knew this, we thought, okay, these guys are savages. They fuck anybody up in a street fight. They will destroy people. But the skill set that is striking in MMA does not translate to pure striking in boxing.
That's true.
And I've been thinking about why. And I think the reason is, one, your balance is completely different. But I think a big component about it is, in MMA, there is no take a punch to land a punch. In boxing, you've got these gloves on. You could probably take a shot if it means you're going to land a big one. You probably walk into a couple jabs. In MMA, if someone lands flush, you're going down. So you train yourself when you're doing striking. You train yourself to get hit and then not get any contact. Land one punch, grab them up, throw them to the ground. In boxing, that's not the case. In boxing, I'm trying to set you up. Maybe I throw a couple light ones, hit you hard, light back to the body. There were times where I saw Jake Paul throwing like 3-4 punch combinations. Tyron was one punch at a time the whole time, because in an MMA fight, that's all he needs. He needs one punch to sit your ass down. In his career, he won 5 UFC championships off of one punch.
And to be fair to Tyron, if there wasn't ropes, he might have got Jake Paul with that one punch.
Yeah, and some people might have given him what's called a standing 8 count, like when it looks like you're dropped, but the ropes save you. And then some people might have given that point, but he got washed the whole fight. I mean, it was ridiculous when he held his hands up.
And also, how different are the point structures? Like is he thinking about points? Like is Tyron in there boxing thinking about MMA
No,
points?
he's absolutely delusional. Like when he raised his hands at the end of that, like when he put his hands in the air, that was the single least self-aware moment in the history of recorded television. When I saw him go like this after, I didn't even know. I thought I didn't know. Are you stretching? Like what could you possibly raising your hands in the air?
It's
for
what
after
every
that?
fight. It's what every boxer.
Is
No
that
matter
just
what.
him asserting confidence? Like, yo, I got that shit, even though you didn't.
Bro, one round
Yeah,
tops.
maybe. Yeah.
Tops
Yeah,
one
but
round.
You got to do that because it's in the judge's hands. So it's like
You have to-
you have to look confident at the
You
end
had to
of it.
pretend.
even if
I
you-
thought he knew. I was like, this motherfucker knows.
No, he
Then at the
knew.
end when he was talking, like, we got to run that back, blah, blah, blah. I was like, what are you doing?
Yo, you know what's so
What is
annoying
this?
about the run it back thing? Like they made a deal on a deal that already existed.
What you mean?
If you get the tattoo, we'll have a rematch. No.
The deal was
The
if you
deal
lose, you
was
get the tattoo.
if you lose, you get the tattoo.
Well, Jake got spun. He got spin cycled. Jake got spin cycled.
Because he knew that Tyron was never going to get the tattoo.
Yeah.
So then he's like, oh, here's an option where you're really going to get it.
Yeah.
But fuck that. And I don't even care if he doesn't get the tattoo. I don't need to see that fight again. You had the opportunity. I think Logan said it best. It was like, yo, you had the shot.
Yeah.
You had the shot to come in here and risk it. You didn't risk it. This would happen also in the MMA career. It seems like I'm upset at Tyron. I am a little. I am a little.
It might seem this way. It's because I am.
It is. If you felt it, you're right. I mean, like, listen, this kid played you. They knew it. They fucking knew it. And I think it's one of those things where it's like, we kind of got to look at UFC, or not UFC, but MMA hands and MMA punching power is different than boxing punching power. Very different.
Is it like tennis and like racquetball or some shit like that where it's like, yeah, on the surface they seem very similar, but they're really not?
It's probably more like football and rugby.
Okay.
Now, is it a testament to the athletes, or is it a testament to how the training is done?
Just training.
I think it's just the way the fight works. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's just training. I mean, there's an argument to be made. You might get better athletes in MMA now.
Right.
But it's just the training. And I really think it comes down to I can't get caught.
Yeah.
I cannot get caught.
Counterpunching in boxing is pretty effective. In MMA, it's so risky.
It's super risky. There are people who do it. I mean, like Tyron made his bones counterpunching.
Yeah.
Like he would slip a jab and then he'd come over with that like big right hand and just drop people, right? But like MMA, you can connect big, grab somebody, get them to the ground while they're stunned, keep punching. Boxing is create some distance. And Tyron didn't know what to do. He had him hurt.
Yeah.
Keep swinging.
You see a second where he lands that big punch and then he legit,
kinda
his arms
stands
go
there.
flat and he
Yeah.
steps
Now,
back.
do you think these MMA guys are underestimating what boxing requires, or you think they just don't have enough time to train to get to that level?
I think that they are underestimating how effective a reach advantage and a weight advantage can be in a sport that they're not comfortable doing. You can mitigate reach and somewhat weight with really good wrestling.
Yeah, if you get them in the clinch, like
That's it.
Yeah.
I'm in the clinch. I'm inside.
Yeah.
To be able to be like a really good inside boxer takes fucking decades.
Yeah.
So now you're just hoping you land hard. Also, you're getting tired because you're not used to throwing this many punches.
Yeah.
So now you're exhausted. Now you're going to knock a guy out with limited power in the 8th round? Not happening.
I think the difference, and you spoke to it earlier, is that they've been training so many years in MMA. They're not used to having to throw so many punches because he didn't use a jab. He didn't really counter as much. There was no combination.
Dude, his whole crouch looked off. Like,
So-
that was an MMA low ass. It was just,
so it's like the way he's fighting, he wasn't going about that to win on points. He was going about that, hey, I just got to get the knockout.
gotta get the
and that's
knockout.
it.
I'll be honest,
And-
once he hurt... Go, finish.
No, I'm just saying that's the reason why these MMA guys who are trying to go into boxing, because once you get tagged or once you get a little tired, then you revert back to all those years of training.
Yep.
So even though you might have been training the last 3 months boxing, it's like you revert back in that ring to the MMA style. and
Anytime
that's
you're
why,
in trouble, you go back to what
Yeah.
you're used to.
And that's why you saw he wasn't throwing.
He wasn't throwing, and it's like he was in there trying to survive. And I'll be honest with you, and this was my concern. When he hurt Jake, and he didn't drop him, but he dropped him into the ropes, that was enough for him.
yeah.
It looked in his eye. I looked at him, and I looked at his posture. I looked at the way he fought, and I was like, oh, he thinks he did enough. He got some moral victory. He caught him. He clipped him. It was a knockdown. Like, it was enough for the bravado, but it wasn't enough to win the fight. And he didn't press the fucking action.
That kind of bothered me when he lost. All the fucking commentators being like, "Hey, he's nothing to be embarrassed about. He proved he could go 8 rounds." You proved you could go 8 rounds with Jake Paul.
You're a 5-time
This is what you
UFC
set out to do as a UFC Hall of Famer to
UFC
prove
Hall of
I can
Famer
go the distance.
5
What are you
times.
fucking Rocky? Rocky 1? You a fucking kid from the projects in Philly? What the fuck are you talking about? I proved I could go the
How did it all
distance.
flip? Like, Jake is supposed to
Yes.
be the extreme underdog. You started boxing 3 years
It
ago.
was pure cap from these motherfuckers.
It was unbelievable. Even the way that ESPN reported it, because obviously ESPN got the UFC deal, they go, this was the headline. Jake Paul fails to register a KO in his fourth bout, wins by split decision.
Yeah.
I've never seen a headline.
Fails?
The first thing you say is fails. I've never seen a headline from ESPN where it didn't lead with just who won.
Yeah.
All right, guys, important news about the Infamous Tour. Man, thank y'all so much for coming out to all these shows. It's been crazy, but this is very important news. If you're planning on coming, you already have tickets, etc. I want to give you some like vaccine mandate information for the different places. Obviously, the different shows are taking place in different states. Different states have different rules, so I'm just going to read some things out right here. This week, we're going to be in Oklahoma City. For Oklahoma City, there's no proof of vax or negative test required. Just know that. The next show after that is Detroit. Detroit has no proof of vax or negative test required. The next show after that is Milwaukee. They require proof of vax or negative test, okay? They will have on-site testing available. Now they probably sent out a reminder email about all these types of things, but make sure, and if you want things to go quicker, obviously you can, and you don't want to get vaccinated or you haven't been vaccinated, you can just go get your negative test beforehand and make sure you show that. San Diego, no proof of vax or negative test required. And Austin, for the special tapings, this is very important. They do require proof of vax or negative test to enter. Now, they will set up testing for people who forgot their vax card. Maybe you're flying in from another country. Maybe you're flying in from another fucking city. These kind of emergency scenarios, we want to make sure that you can get tested. What I would recommend is getting tested before. You don't want to be sitting outside waiting for your test results to come in when you could be in for the special. Also, we're recording a special, so you got to be there early. It's not like you can walk in halfway through, okay? You got to be on time. So I would recommend getting the test beforehand, or if you're vaccinated or whatever you want to do, make sure you do that. It's your life. Fucking make your own decisions. I'm not going to tell you what to do. That being said, if for emergency circumstances, we will set up a testing system so people can do it. I just wouldn't rely on that for you. I would go get your own so you can be there on time. But yo, thank you guys so much for buying all these tickets to the shows and everything. It's absolutely crazy. I think we'll have an announcement coming pretty soon, which is exciting. But we will see you guys at these shows. Go get them. Any tickets are left. There's maybe a few tickets left in a couple of the cities. Go get them right now. I'm telling you, the earlier you get them, the better. TheAndrewSchultz.com. We got a bunch more cities. We add another show, Chicago. Add another show in San Francisco. Add another show in D.C. The Las Vegas show is almost sold out, man. Philadelphia is sold out. Just go get these tickets immediately. Don't wait too long. Akaash, what you got cooking up?
I am in Austin the week after Andrew, Moon Tower Comedy Festival, September 23rd through 25th. October 1st, Houston. I'm coming back to Texas. I'm going to be at the Secret Group. October 1st, come through. October 15th, Toronto. We already sold out the Friday show on October 15th. We do have one other show that Friday and 2 on October 16th. Atlanta, I'm going to be there November 5th at the Red Clay Comedy Festival. November 11th through 13th, I'm at Helium in Indianapolis. And December 9th through 11th, I'm at DC at the Comedy Loft. Tickets at AkashSingh.com. Al, hit it.
And guys, if you're in the New York area, you have a podcast, or you want a place where you can have photography done, head over to my studio. It's WTFmediastudios.com. It's here in Soho, New York. We also do consulting. And that's it, WTFmediastudios.com. And let's get back to the show.
All you need is Jake Paul wins by split decision, not
Yeah.
fails to register, like he has to KO.
Yeah.
Why do you
That's
give
crazy.
a fuck if he KOs or
That's
not?
crazy.
I'll tell you why, because you got a deal.
Yep.
And it's a thorn in the fucking side of the UFC.
And I think
Because if I can say this, what happens is this. Right now, we all believe that UFC fighters are the baddest motherfuckers on the planet. These are the savages. These are the animals. Yeah, Tyson Fury's cool, but I bet you Nick Diaz or Nate Diaz, if it was a street fight, would tap that motherfucker out in a second.
baddest motherfucker. Like, that's the belt.
That is it. The baddest motherfucker belt, right? Of course, when you saw Jorge Masvidal and Nate fight for it, but like these are the ultimate fighters. Literally, the ultimate fighters, right? When you see them getting pieced up by Disney stars, that's bad for the brand.
Yeah.
When you see them 5-time UFC champions that are known for striking, afraid to contact,
even if there's a reason,
exchange with a Disney star, that's bad for the brands. Okay? Now, this is not to belittle Jake because the motherfucker got some pop and he fought a smart fight and he knows what the fuck he's doing. But it's bad for the UFC brand. Bad to the point where I'm almost like Dana might want to release one of these guys, not release, but allow one of these fighters. Because remember, anybody signed to the UFC cannot fight a Paul brother unless Dana says it's okay. Even if they're retired.
Okay.
George St. Pierre can't fight without Dana's blessing because he's still under contract. That's why he couldn't fight Oscar De La Hoya.
I didn't know that.
So he got them signed. I mean, he got them on a deal. So I wonder for the brand, if you just let one of the bad boys out there, if you let a Jorge Masvidal, someone with fucking hands, yo, go take care of this little problem for me. If you let Nate Diaz go, yo, take care of this little problem
That's
for me.
the only
Can't
way.
risk that.
Say what?
You can't risk that because what if one of your big dogs fucking goes down to him?
And they might.
So that's why you can't risk that. He's playing it. He's playing it the way he's supposed to play.
But he's going to keep on driving that fucking thorn into his side.
Yeah.
Jake is going to keep on. Now Jake has a legit win. I mean, Ben Askren was an incredibly effective fighter.
But everyone knew he's not a striker.
He was, exactly. So
His hands were, he was doughy. His hands were soft. Like nothing about him. As a
Tyron.
boxer, nothing about him looked like he's
Tyron
gonna win
looked
this
like
fight.
an athlete.
Yeah, Tyron looked
Chiseled.
And he is an athlete,
And
like-
he is an athlete. And he was a puncher. And an elite UFC striker just gets demolished by a Disney star. I'll repeat that. An elite UFC striker gets demolished by a Disney star. Bad for the fucking brand.
Yeah, I didn't know he was considered an elite striker.
Gets his biggest payday ever.
and then
An elite UFC striker gets his biggest payday ever and gets demolished by a Disney star.
Yeah, I mean, just pieced up. I didn't think he was going to win. I didn't know he was considered elite. And I was just thinking, like, this is an MMA guy. He hasn't trained in boxing. Think what you will about fighting. It's different. And I found myself, I was rooting for Woodley for the fight. But at the end of the fight, after Jake Paul won, I was like, yo, why do we hate this guy? And we should all appreciate this moment. Like, we all think about, I'm sure, back in the day, like, celebrity boxing would be kind of cool, just seeing these guys beat the shit out of each other. But none of them can fight. Now you got a celebrity who can fight and is taking out, granted, it's not their sport, but he's taking out MMA guys in a fight sport. This is kind of fucking cool because I don't think Jake Paul has that many wins left in him. I think as he steps up, this fight proved to me like, I think a real boxer, I think they'll fuck him up.
But this is the genius of this fight. Now he has one more fight to make the 100 mil.
Yes.
And it's over. Now, he claims
Exactly.
he made 100 mil in this fight. I don't know if that's true. But he said, I'm 10% closer to being a billionaire now. That means 100 million, right? 10% of a billion, 100 million. Maybe he may have made it in. I'm not really trying to count pockets. He definitely made a lot of fucking money. There's no question, right? Got the lion's share of that pay-per-view, paid everybody out lovely. That being said, by taking this risk, and it was a risk to fight Woodley, they knew it wasn't that big a risk because they've been sparring all these guys. They've been bringing in the MMA guys. He's been in the gym fighting with these guys going, wow, it's actually not that tough to fight them. And then fighting with real boxers and going, oh, this is a different game.
Yeah, he took Mike Perry. You remember that? Like, he was sparring with Mike Perry, and he was like, oh, I see what we're dealing with.
I know a guy that I train with in Miami is one of his like coaches / sparring partners. I think either coach sparring partner, Jake Boswick. He was a bare knuckle guy. And this guy was a fucking savage, dude. Like, I remember just being in the ring with him, like going, man, if you were coming at me, like with gloves on,
Not having fun.
it would be a horrible day.
Yeah.
Just solid, rock fucking solid.
Right.
So if Jake's in there banging away with that guy, and he's banging away with these top guys, he's banging away with guys that are legit boxers, and then he's getting there with these MMA guys and going, this is a lot easier. When he called out Kumaru, he knew something.
Yeah.
I thought it was all cap. I thought it was like, yo, let me just call out the biggest guy.
Yeah.
No, he knows in a straight hands boxing match, he might have an advantage on come out. Now, if it's a MMA fight, forget it. You're looking at an absolute fucking savage.
They'll break his limbs.
Yeah.
Ben Askren would break his limbs.
Yes.
It don't matter.
Like Askren said, I could commit a homicide if I
Yes.
wanted.
Yeah.
And Jake is aware of that. I don't think he'd ever say, nah, these motherfuckers couldn't get me.
Yeah.
But in the boxing ring specifically, you see the limited tools. You saw it happen to Conor against Floyd. Now, Floyd's the greatest ever. Conor's got one hand.
Yeah.
Tyron has one hand.
I mean, it wasn't even close. Like I told you, in my mind, I was like, oh, it'll be close. It wasn't even close.
Wasn't even close.
Yeah.
You also got to give Jake credit. I'm rooting for Woodley when I'm watching. That fucking 4th round shot, Jake came back from that. He ate that and he kept boxing.
He
This
landed
is
an
a
overhand
Disney
right.
kid, dog. This kid worth 8-9 figures, whatever the fuck it is, and he takes that shot. Nothing really, no financial gain on the line, and he's like, "No, let's go. Let's keep boxing."
Yeah. And I also think a lot of credit's got to go to like his team. Like Jake's trainers and shit.
Yeah,
like,
dude.
DJ Flores, like all those.
Jay Leon
motherfuckers.
Love, like
Met
all
at
those
your-
guys. Like I almost
Jay
think
Leon,
that
yeah.
their
Jay
future,
Leon, yeah.
their future is like, oh yeah, I took Jake Paul and made him a star. Like
Yeah.
they could train anyone. Like I feel like people would be wanting to get on that team because they're like, yo, you took a Disney kid and made him into this.
Yeah.
Even if it was Jake Paul's like work ethic and everything else, like for them, it looks great. And then on top of that, the fact that they knew the fighters to go for.
Yeah.
Like that requires a lot of confidence. and a
Yeah,
lot of
that's
gambling.
savvy,
Like,
dude. You can't. The kid might act like he's not the brightest or whatever, but
No,
he's
he's
not.
sharp.
He's not dumb.
He's sharp, and
But the team too, like that they can look at Tyron and go, oh yeah, you like this guy's got hands, he has the resume, but he's not gonna go for it and let go in the final rounds, and you could actually take it.
Yeah.
Like to know that ahead of time is like crazy fight IQ.
Yeah. No, they know what they're doing, and give a credit to him because I don't know anybody that's BJ is trained outside of Jake. BJ Flores is his head trainer. So I don't know. I knew he was a boxer back in the day, but I don't know where else he's trained. To just understand that, to see these guys in the gym and like see the sparring and expose that weakness in MMA, it's impressive. And I'm telling you, the biggest payday, he's the biggest opponent in boxing.
Now,
Opponent.
Are you taking Floyd out of that?
Floyd's retired, in my opinion.
Okay.
And
But if he comes back for like a money fight with someone, like whether it's Logan or whether it's Canelo, whoever it is, like
Yeah.
would that be a bigger payday?
Way bigger.
well, but I don't look at Floyd as an opponent. Floyd is the boxer. Floyd is the name. Jake is the opponent. Like Canelo's the name. Jake is the
So
opponent.
that's why you say Canelo's biggest opponent is.
He's the biggest opponent in boxing.
Okay, that's
right. So if
different.
you look
All
at like the real quote unquote real boxers, a
Yeah.
real boxer now, but look at the legacy boxers, the guys who exist right now,
champions.
the champions that are out there. Their biggest opponent is not someone else in their division, some Cuban guy who you guys can't even pronounce his fucking name, but it's gonna be Jake Paul. And it doesn't matter who it is. Fucking Keith Thurman, your biggest payday, Jake Paul.
Teofimo Lopez?
Your biggest payday, Jake Paul. Like, it don't matter who it is. Gervonta Davis, your biggest payday, Jake Paul.
No,
Like,
I get it.
does that make sense now?
Okay.
So it's like all those guys could fight each other and make less money if they fought Jake. And Jake put himself in that position with this win over Tyron. And that's why Conor, who wouldn't even mention his name, is all of a sudden going salivating. And of course he'd like a boxing match because I know you don't want to do any kicking anytime soon.
Yeah.
The best thing that Conor could have for his comeback is to go fuck up Jake Paul and make $100 million in the process. But I'll tell you one thing, it ain't gonna be easy.
Yeah.
It ain't gonna be easy.
I'm not positive. I think I would have bet Jake this fight. I think I would bet Conor if they fought, but I wouldn't be super confident in it.
Look, Conor had power at 145. Comes up to 155.
Nope.
Not really have power.
Nope.
170, no power, just speed. 190, what do you have?
Yeah.
What do you have at 5'7", 190 going up against a guy who's 6 feet, legit power, range?
Yeah, I didn't even. Yeah. Weight
Walking around
classes.
at 200
Actually, you're right.
probably, like-
Yeah.
Easily.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm almost like, I don't know if Conor takes that fight. Like legacy wise, he's like, all right, just lost to Dustin. Do I really want to?
I mean, it's just...
How much is 150 mil to me now? Like,
he made 180 last year. Do you want another 150? And
Yeah.
also, if you're Dana, it's like, do I want my cash cow to get concussed by a Disney star? It's the worst.
so after this, I'm like, I don't know if we even see that fight.
Of course, not. Maybe to Al's point, it's like, now you can't let any of them fight. It's just too big a risk.
Yeah.
The question is, who in MMA
And the problem, if you don't let any of them fight, Jake just keeps fucking
talking that shit?
and not just talking that shit. He's talking to the fighters like, "Yo, why won't Dana let you get your payday?
Breach contract. I'll
and
pay
that
for it.
fucks with you more than you losing in the brand as a fighter. Personally, like, yo, this motherfucker really not letting me make 8 figures on a fight,
That's a
and he
huge
could
flex.
pay me 6 figures. For
You want to
something.
fight Charles Oliveira for 250 grand, or you want to fight Jake Paul for 10 million?
If he goes, yo, a break contract, I'll pay for it. That's a crazy flex. I don't know what the actual money is for breaching contract like that, but
I mean, you're going to be tied up in litigation forever. You're never going to see any of that fucking money.
No
They
way.
might even stop the fight. Like, they might have legal recourse to not allow the fight.
But you don't even have to go that far. Just keep fucking with these guys, because
If it's a sanctioning body, like if you're going through an actual sanctioning
like
body.
the Nevada like athletic commission would be like,
Yeah.
nah.
But even if that doesn't happen, remember Francis Ngannou was on our podcast and he was like something about the money. He didn't seem very upset about money. Then after the first Jake Paul Ben Askren fight, he tweeted something like, "How the fuck are these guys making so much money?" They're all noticing. And Jake Paul is calling it out, so they're noticing even more. Like, yo, this is the payday. So Dana almost, if you don't let these guys, if you cut it all off, they're all going to start looking like, why are you cutting off the biggest payday in my life on a sport where I risk my life?
Yeah, for a quarter of the damage, mind you, also.
Yes.
Like, you get in the ring with Jake Paul, you're like, all right, I'm going to walk home. You know what I mean?
I lose
Like-
my split decision and I make $10 million. Of
Yeah.
Or I
course
could get in
Tyron
the-
Woodley wants a
yeah.
rematch.
I mean, Tyron not making no $10 million. No
He
way.
made more than he made before.
I think, yeah, maybe he made a mill or something like that. But, like, still, it's still better than you're ever going to make anything in UFC.
Yeah.
It's just unbelievably impressive to see what happened with this fight. He can call out whoever he wants now, and you have to take it seriously.
And again, I think we should enjoy this, whether you like him or hate him. Either way, just enjoy what's happening, because the second he starts fighting real boxers, I think it's a wrap.
And if I'm him, I'm not fighting him.
Yeah.
Like, why fight him?
you know, Izzy wants to
outside
cle-
of you fight one real boxer for $100 million payday. That's the only thing that you do. You fight Canelo. You can fight Tyson fucking Fury. It doesn't matter if you get knocked out in the first round. Make the big money.
Tyson will kill him.
Yeah, maybe the heavyweight thing is a little bit.
that's
You have to have
legitimately
some
kill him.
advantage.
How far is Floyd?
Deontay Wilder would fucking.
How,
my
how
God.
far is Floyd? What?
Like, is that even an option, you think? Is that even a fight? Like,
I think after Floyd went in there with Logan and he was like, "Man, I can't hurt these guys."
yeah, it's not fun.
It's not. Like,
he's
what's the
too
point?
far weight class. Like,
Yeah.
He'll beat him the same way that he beat Logan.
It'd just be basically the same fight.
Yeah, and it's like, okay, they can take a punch. Like, Tyron hit him with a great shot.
Yeah.
He stood up, and he kept swinging the rest of the round.
Yeah.
Like, Tyron
Yeah.
hits hard.
He's got a chin.
Yeah.
Especially with those big gloves.
They're tough.
Yeah.
The kids are tough. So it's like, I don't even know if Floyd cares about all that.
Especially if his team's like, yo, Jake's actually maybe a little more technical than
He
Logan.
might be better than Logan.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I just, bro. I don't know. Al, you're not buying it. Why not, Al?
just because it was ugly boxing, bro.
Yeah.
It was ugly boxing. Like,
He's not-
I've never seen boxing that ugly.
This is what he's not a pro boxer. I'm watching this. I'm like, oh, I see how you're a real boxer. We'll fuck you up. But an MMA boxer is also not
There's
a real
mistakes.
boxer.
And I get all
And the
that.
drama
Yeah.
is there enough that we know we got to talk about
Yeah,
it.
I get the entertainment factor
mistakes.
about it, and I'm not a hater on that, but just it.
Okay, here's the thing. There are mistakes that he's making. Not mistakes per se, but just like things that he's doing. Sometimes off balance, he'll throw a double jab, and his back foot will like slide out the back. Like just different weird things that happen because he's young in the game. But here's the biggest equalizer: power. Like, if you look at guys who have power, like real power, a lot of times their technique ain't shit. You know what I
That's
mean?
true.
Say that about Deontay Wilder.
Yeah, it's
they
like
say that
Deontay
on
Wilder
Wilder,
can't
and then-
box to save his life, but that motherfucker hits you, you go into another galaxy.
But that's why it's nice to see him go up against a Fury who has technical skill, and now it's like, oh, you see the difference between boxing
Yes.
and just a brawler.
Yes.
Like, that is beautiful to watch. This
Put
was
it-
just
yes.
two fucking brawlers.
Put
not
another
really-
cruiserweight in there that has a lot of experience in boxing since they're 10 years old. It's going to be a very different game.
Yeah.
Put a guy who's a 160-pounder in there. He has a 30-pound weight advantage, even if that 160-pounder has been fighting for his whole life. You never know.
Might be interesting. Yeah.
You never know.
I'd watch that. If he goes against an actual boxer, I'd
Like,
watch it.
against
I'd be
Teofimo,
more
what do you
interested in
think?
watching.
I think, listen,
Or even someone else on the card. Like that one dude, Montana, I forget his name.
I think with Montana, like Montana Love, it's like, okay, maybe he doesn't touch him at all, but Montana Love's not going to be able to hurt him. You know what I mean? Like, so it's just going to be maybe another Floyd-esque fight. Like, maybe he loses on points to like a really skilled, quick guy. Okay, so you lose on points, but you're not going to get dominated. You're not going to get knocked out. You're not going to be able to create enough power and put yourself in the danger zone in order to hurt him. You know, because if he's taking one big fucking shot from Tyron Woodley, he's going to take 10 shots from a kid who's a 130-pound fighter.
Yeah.
It's just not going to hurt. You know, at a certain point in time, it's just physics. Anyway, it was just a crazy thing to fucking happen. What world are we living in right now?
I know.
It's just unbelievable. All right, guys, we need to take a break for a second because some of your pubic hair looks fucking disgusting and you need to take care of it immediately, okay? You know exactly who you are. Just sitting there, sweat dripping down your balls because you haven't clipped your pews in probably 3 to 5 years. Your girl's pissed off. If you don't have a girl, maybe that's the reason. Make sure your dick looks good, okay? It's the first thing you could do. That's the outfit for your dick, okay? Make sure your dick is in a nice outfit. If you're taking off your underwear, you're taking off your pants, and you feel a little bit embarrassed because you're looking disheveled down there, that's your fault. And you can fix that. And Manscaped is going to be the one to do it. I'll tell you the reason why I love Manscaped, because it saves me fucking time. Simple as that. I got to trim my shit up nice and proper, okay? I got to make sure my thing looks absolutely immaculate. And I do it with Manscaped because it's going to save me minimum 25 minutes in time. If you're doing it with the old razors, you're shaving everything, you're clipping down and all this other stuff, you're worrying about cutting your fucking ball sack open, it is dangerous. It is time consuming. It is a pain in the fucking ass. You get down there, literally, you're in there out of there a few minutes with Manscaped, okay? They got the best stuff. They got the new Lawnmower 4.0 trimmer, the Weed Whacker ear and nose hair trimmer, Crop Preserver ball deodorant, Crop Reviver toner, Performance boxer briefs, and they have a travel bag to hold your whole solar system, okay? I still use that travel bag when I travel on the road. So what I recommend that you do is you get that Performance Package 4.0 that has all the things that I just said in them, okay? They've just taken off, and it's not only the USA, but Canada, the UK, across Europe, Australia, South Africa, and Singapore. Singapore, get on it, okay? First and foremost, you're going to want to make sure you get that Lawnmower 4.0 trimmer. I'm telling you, that is the game changer. That's the one that I love. That's the one that's going to make everything perfect for you. Shave it right down to your balls. Shave it down to your ass. Doesn't matter. Get the hair out of there. You know that you got to look better. So this is how we're going to get you the most beautiful pecker on the planet, okay? You are going to go to manscaped.com/flagrant. And after you go to manscaped.com/flagrant, you are going to get 20% off and free shipping, okay? That's 20% off and free shipping by going to manscaped.com/flagrant for a clean Trinity and beyond. Your space balls will thank you. Trust me, your girl will thank you. The girl you haven't even met yet will thank you. You will thank me, okay? You will thank me because you're going to be looking at your dick and you're going to feel proud. You're going to be looking at your dick and you're like, man, I feel accomplished today. I have the confidence to go out there and talk to anyone. That's what Manscaped's going to do. Manscaped.com/flagrant, 20% off. Go get that new 4.0, man. Get that trimmer and go to work. Now let's get back to the show. All right, and we back. Kanye dropped. Let's have an honest conversation about it.
Let's go.
As opposed to...
Let's have an honest conversation about it.
Okay.
I tried to listen. I was skipping a lot. I had a couple songs that were cool. Fabio killed it on that shit. His verse was crazy. Did you listen to that one?
Which song was he on?
Was it
I'll look it
Off
up.
the Grid or some shit?
I didn't know who a lot of the features
So
were. I
many
was
goddamn
like,
songs. Also, he doesn't put the fucking feature on
that
the
was
thing at all.
frustrating. Let me know who's on what.
I think it was Off the Grid.
Right.
But like, I keep on going back to this. Is it Pablo?
No.
You turn on Pablo, and the first 5 or 6 songs,
Unreal.
you just couldn't stop listening.
Unreal.
One after another, transition and everything beautiful. Boom. This wasn't that to me.
Nope.
I'm just like
Let's-
Drake. The ball. Put it this way: the ball's in Drake's court.
Yeah.
Drake can get Kanye the fuck out of here if he wants. If Certified Lover Boy comes through, haymaker, he just goes like this. Bye, little pipsqueak. See you later. In my opinion. Your guys' thoughts?
I thought if he made it was 27 songs, I think, by the end.
He's just trying to game the
27,
streaming
yeah.
shit.
Trying to game streaming, and that bothers me. If you want to make a classic, if he had 12 songs on there, I would be like, holy fuck. And this is where you, like, I recognize Kanye's his genius in that he had a song, I think it's called Lord, I Need You. The one about Kim. How you can make a fucking, make me feel this way about Kim Kardashian, who I've never liked. I'm like, yo, this girl sounds great. This is his genius. He can make this emotional of a song about his ex-wife. But there's so many songs on there where you're like, yo, I don't know what the fuck is going on. And that's what got them. It's beautiful songs, but also a lot of just filler.
First listen, I hated it.
Okay, good. Thank
First
God.
first listen, I hated it.
Yeah.
Too much Lord shit, too much Jesus shit. I don't like the fact that there's no curses on the album. Like, I want, like, give me the option. Give me the uncensored version and give me the clean version. But the fact that there's none. Second listen, I fuck with it.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's like, I think it depends on your environment where you're listening to. The first time I was listening, headphones in the pool, and I was like, this shit is mad long to get through. That's
Mad long.
Mad long to
So
get
long.
through. Second time, I'm at the gym, and it's playing on a speaker. Sounds good in the gym.
I would want to hear it on loudspeakers
Sounds
in a
good.
car.
So that I put it on
Yeah.
the phone, on the speaker on my phone as we were coming back from, we just landed and we're coming back from Newark.
Yeah.
And I press play and I'm like, you want me to just play on the speaker, babe? You can listen. And I just donda, donda, donda. And then it's like 15 seconds of that. My girl's just like, oh
a minute.
my
It's a minute
God.
of Donda.
So yeah, I think part of it is that that was just the pure auditory experience, and that there was like visual elements that sort of went along with it, and that the whole album sort of was like a show, sort of at like the listening party. Apparently, I didn't see it.
Okay.
But like for like the Donda chant, it was like a different picture of him and his mom growing up
Ah.
on every iteration of Donda, 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 and it was just like flashing images of like him growing up with his mom. And then like his mom passing away. So like there was like a story within that song to me that is like a skip. Like, oh yeah, I'm not even gonna listen to this.
Okay.
There was
Show will
like
be fire.
yeah, exactly. But at the show, it was like, oh, there's actually a cool thing happening. Like his mom's name is now like this word that doesn't even sound like a word. Like, so apparently in the live experience, it came across different than just purely audio.
Yeah.
And that
But
happened
it
with a
is
few
gonna
different
be
songs.
listened majority by people who are not at the live show.
Yeah, exactly. Only audio.
So it's like you're curating something that isn't going to satisfy the consumer.
Right.
It's kind of stupid. Mm-hmm. Okay, we'll go on.
But I'm assuming he's just like a purist, crazy person that's like, this is the way it has to be. This is the way the live show was, and this is the way I want it to be.
you make Crocs. You make Crocs. You make Crocs. That's what you do. You make your money on Crocs. Don't give me this purist fucking shit. You make Crocs.
Did he actually do a Crocs collab? I didn't see that.
No, but that's what the sneaker is. It's a
slide.
fucking Croc.
Slides on there.
You make Crocs. Right?
You're such a
Bieber.
hater, son. You're
actually
a
made
hater, son.
What?
You are a hater.
Why am I a hater?
Son, he made something different, and the fact that he makes it cool, you don't like that. People
You call
now
yourself
think it's
Jesus. You call yourself the greatest fucking creator ever.
Cool. Yeah,
you
he
call
calls
all that
himself
kind of
Steve
shit.
Jobs. You know, that sounds familiar.
Yeah, I'm
You're
saying it
such a hater.
sarcastically.
I
I'm not
know,
saying
I know.
he's dead serious. So once you call yourself that shit, you got to be open to the criticism. If he was like, yo, I'm mid, I'm regular,
Yeah.
I'm just one of the guys, I'd be like, bro, you a little better than one of the guys, bro. Like, you see these Crocs? Like, these are the most fire Crocs I ever seen. Why would you say that you're just a regular guy? You took Crocs and you made them cool enough to wear with Jesus shit.
it's
But if you call yourself
Versailles.
Jesus, Steve Jobs,
Yeah.
and you just made Crocs with holes in them, I'm going to say that's who you are. You set the expectation for how people consume you.
Isn't that Versailles, what you were just saying before?
He's Cap.
But it's not Cap. It's not Cap.
Anyway,
Like,
you were saying, you were
yeah.
still saying.
So I'm curious about the live show. Like after listening to it, I listened to it twice, and on the second listen, it was kind of the same thing. But that's how all Kanye's albums are to me. Like the first time I listened to Pablo, I was like, oh, it's cool, it's good.
Oh, not
But
me.
Nah,
me.
But then the second time, I was like, oh yeah, I'll listen. There's no skips on this. The first time, I was like, I'll skip a few songs.
I think you could skip Pablo on the back
The
third.
back half.
Or back half, maybe.
But now
There's
I
a
love all
couple
those
skips.
tracks.
Fair, but like the first time I listened to Pablo, number one, I was like, this is fucking unreal.
Yeah.
Dude,
It was
Waves
an
was fire. as
experience.
I
fuck,
wish
yeah.
that this album is what Jesus is King was.
So it's got a lot of the Jesus
Like
stuff in it.
I want, like, if you're gonna make a gospel album, that's dope. But Jesus is King, I was like, I can't. This is not even listenable. Like I did not enjoy anything on here. Whereas this track had like Jesus influence, but also like old Kanye, and I was like, oh, okay, that's a cool way to approach a gospel album. So make this Jesus is King. And so like I'm hoping that's what he was trying to do. He was trying to do like the redemption thing, and then the next album is like more like Pablo and the rest of it. But as far as like a listening experience, listening to it all the way through, I thought was like fun. If you're listening like
you got
intently,
through the whole thing?
yeah, I listened to it at the gym. But like if you're listening intently, like okay,
No, I got
I'm
through
listening to this song,
I
I'm
got
listening to
through
this
it.
lyric.
There was one song that was like 8 minutes, 45 seconds or some
That
shit.
shit was
I was
rough.
like,
I mean, I was
oh
on a
my
flight,
God.
so it was
I
easy.
also I didn't get like the repeats, like doing like Jail 1, Jail Part 2, and it's just the same song but a different feature. I'm like, all right.
I know the jail one. He made some.
Well, I thought they didn't
something-
get jail too. I thought it was
Well, he added
it
it
dropped
later.
last night.
it did
Yeah.
drop last
Yeah.
night.
Yeah, because the baby, there was something going on. But here's why
And
I
that song
think.
slaps.
Here's why I think
good?
people.
Love that.
that's probably my favorite.
That's my
song.
favorite song
Jail
out.
is the favorites.
Jail 1 and 2 are both fire.
Okay.
Jay-Z's verse I actually thought
Yeah.
was pretty
Yeah.
good.
Jay-Z's verse is the highlight of the album.
Yeah, probably. The Baby's verse was
I
good.
think so.
That's the one thing I do like about
Baby's
Kanye.
verse is great.
He brought the features out, and they came to perform. Like
Yeah.
I didn't feel like any of the features really phoned in.
That's true.
Like all the
I'd agree.
features I thought slapped. I thought like the Lauryn Hill influence was cool, even though it was like from an old track.
Yeah, I thought Lauren was gonna be on it.
Yeah,
I got so hyped and then so
I was
disappointed.
waiting.
What is this,
I was
man?
waiting for her verse because
Yeah.
and she's back out. She was on Nas's album. I was like, oh, okay, maybe she's back out rapping now.
Yeah.
I couldn't. I was waiting for that shit, and then
That would've
I was
been cool.
disappointed.
I also hated the censoring too.
Yeah.
Because now you're making me add in the N words.
Yeah.
I'm like, I think it goes there. I don't know, but like you're making me do all the work, being like,
Yeah.
I don't know if that rhymes with figure like that. Like now I gotta add it into the song. That made me uncomfortable, Kanye.
Yeah, I didn't like the censoring.
I didn't
stuff.
even notice the censoring shit, to be honest.
I didn't
with
like
Yeah, me
it.
neither.
I thought I was listening to a censored version. You know how they have like the explicit.
Oh, yeah.
and then,
That's what I thought too.
and
And I
then
went
it's just
back and
all of them?
Yeah.
But then he goes, "Yo, shout out to the throat goats," and that was a censor. I was like, "All right,
Yeah.
I mean, shout out to them.
shout out to them
Yeah.
for real." Like,
I don't know. What do you think?
Sonically, like, or like music wise, I remember you saying on one of his last albums, you were like, it just doesn't even sound good, like
Yeah.
musically.
Yeah.
I thought this did.
It seemed like he took his time more.
So
Apparently.
in that
Like,
sense, if you want to say Kanye is back, yeah, cool. But as a rapper, it's just like not really. He's not rapping that great on it. And also, I think it's weird to beef with Drake, where it's like if you're Kanye, you seem to be moving away from rap. Why are you going at this rapper and making this a competitive
Yeah, it's
thing
a
with
different
rapper?
thing,
Your
yeah.
whole point with fashion is I want to make fashion that is universally acceptable, and these white people are the gatekeepers. But then when it comes to your music, you're still competing with the black guy in the rap genre that you say you're above competition for. Like you're past this, dude. And Drake is probably gonna smoke you, but like I think the Drake angle is weird. I think when he dropped it, and this is why I think he doesn't have faith in the album. He dropped it and then said, "Oh, Universal put out my music without my permission."
that shit is
So if people say it's
corny,
whack, you can
bro.
be like, "Oh, but they didn't have my permission," because the internet wasn't really fucking with it early on, at least.
Yeah.
Initial reaction on Academics page, and they do this pretty much everybody, but L.
Yeah.
And then I see a post from him. Oh, Universal didn't have my permission.
Yeah.
and then all the people that got left off was interesting too.
Soulja Boy was upset he got left off, and the
Yeah.
text messages are there with Kanye saying like, "Yo, I love you. You're a genius. Send me a verse." Soulja Boy, there's a screenshot of the verse, and then he's just not anywhere on the album.
What about what was his face? Donald Glover, is that his name?
Yeah, I'm
Childish
glad that I'm
Gambino.
influential.
Yeah, what does that mean?
I don't know necessarily. I don't know if he was talking about like one of his like flows being bit by Kanye. I wasn't sure exactly. I mean, he didn't really come out and specify.
Everybody was all salty, man. I mean, I think Chris Brown was tweeting some shit or
Yeah.
posting on Instagram. You seen that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the only one I don't know why he was upset.
Because he was probably left off too.
But like, I'm wondering, do these people not know Kanye well enough?
Yeah, I know.
I think that they think they're above that. Like they're above being passed on. What I thought would be dope is because Kanye kind of did it. Like he had Marilyn Manson, he had the baby, right? And if he had Chris Brown, like what if he took all these people? Like if he's really about that forgiveness shit, he's really about that Jesus
Salvation.
shit.
Making uncool shit cool.
Yeah, or no, he used to be Mr. Uncool Cool. Now, what if he's about like forgiveness and rebirth? Like truly about Jesus, and he takes all these people that have done fucked up things in their lives and was like, yo, here's the forgiveness song. Or be part of this. Like this is about rebirth. Like I fucked up. I was on that red hat shit and I was doing all these things and I was living this crazy life and that was fucked up. I shouldn't have done it. And now he's truly using the power of Jesus to help these people be, you know, rebranded and forgiven for their transgressions. Like I thought that's what he was trying to do. So, and then, you know, Breezy not on it. I guess not everybody gets forgiven. You know, but like it is. I don't know, it's kind of interesting.
So the Donald Glover thing, people are pointing out that his album 31520 was just a white album cover,
Okay.
whereas Donald was just a black album cover.
All right, guys, we're going to take a break for a second because I got to make sure your skin looks good. Okay? This is it. This is something that men do not take care of. We don't think we have to. We just let our skin go to shit. It's simple as that. Alternative fucking Clint Eastwood by 40 years old. It's bullshit. Okay? And thank God Geology has stepped in and decided to make a product for us that we can use that is nice and simple. We're not going to do what women do. We're not going to have 10 different fucking serums that we put all over our face. We got droplets on our eyelashes, something for our nostrils, another thing for our lips. We're not going to fucking do. You have to make it simple, and that's exactly what they did. Look at it right here. Okay? Face wash. They give you 2 the same. 1 for the shower, 1 for the sink. Because you know damn well, if it's in the shower and I'm at the sink, I'm not going in there to get it. And if it's out the sink and I'm in the shower, I'm not going out to get it. They know that we are stubborn. They know we're not going to do it. Then we have the creams. 1 for the night, 1 for the morning. Okay? That's simple. They also got something for under the eyes if you want it. Look how easy that is. They make it easy. And I know what you're thinking. How could this be one set of creams and washes for every single person? It's not. It's not. You could take a test. They're going to find out what type of skin you have, and they're going to make sure they curate that for you. You're getting the thing that your skin needs. That's simple, okay? And not only that, we're going to hook your fucking ass up when you're out there looking great, looking sexy, skin looking smooth and just glowing, all right? You know how we're going to hook you up? You're going to go to geology.com. That is GEOLOGIE.com and use the promo code Flagrant, and you're going to get 70% off a trial subscription.
God.
I just said 70% off a trial subscription. You know how confident a brand needs to be to give you that much of a discount knowing that your ass is going to stay subscribed? That's a brand that has had over 4,000 5-star customer reviews with an average customer rating of 4.8 out of 5. They've been recognized by Men's Health, Esquire, Ask Men, Grooming Awards, all that stuff. But most importantly, by Dove, the truffle pig. Okay? The truffle is all in. He loves it. And the skin is immaculate. I'm telling you. And if they're the reason why his hands are so soft, I swear to God, I'll buy into the company right now. Something really special is happening. Okay? Akaash, you were going to say something.
Oh,
But I
I'm
was on
using
a
this.
roll.
We're all using
No,
this
bro.
stuff.
Of course,
I'm
we're all
using
using this. Obviously, we're all using this.
But is it truffle approved?
Absolutely.
Truffle
approved.
told us about it.
Truffle told us, listen, I'm
Because
telling
Drew
you.
and I actually were introduced by a doctor that was in his 50s. Dude looked like early 40s. And Andrew literally asked him, why do you look that young? And
That's it.
he put us onto this.
But the thing I like about it is simple, okay? I know I could go to the fucking dermatologist and I could get 50 different sprays and shit that I put on. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it every single day. I'm a man. Shit has to be simple. It has to be convenient. They understand it. They curated this for us to use so we can look amazing. God bless it, fellas. Go out there, do it. And ladies, if you're listening right now, get your man on it. Get your man on it. He deserves it. He deserves to glow as well. Okay? Geology.com. Promo code Flagrant. 70% off a trial subscription. You are welcome. Now let's get back to the show. Okay?
Whereas Donna was just a black album cover. So people are like, that's one similarity.
What
There's
was
like,
the White Album for the Beatles? What kind of cover was that? Was that not just
I think it was
a
white and then it just said the White Album at the bottom, I think.
This was just a white square and a black square.
No blue square.
Drake needs
Sorry,
that blue
Dove.
square.
Drake.
Let's go, Drake.
Drake said he comes through with the blue square.
If he comes with the blue squared out.
But I also thought the album cover was kind of weird too. Like, I didn't really get why.
I didn't even see that movie.
I don't know. It just seemed weird. Like, it's the album's named after his mother, like the woman he loves the most in his life. And he's like, all right, what's the album cover?
Black
Square. He's like, what can I do that would remind me of my mom? Like, it's just she was black, I guess. It's close. Like, come on, dude.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just unenthused.
Maybe there was nothing that he could do that would come close to his admiration for his
I
mom.
think he's a little too far gone. I don't think we're ever going to have the genius that we think Kanye is. Like, he comes close to it, but it's still just, I don't think he got it anymore. Like, I think he's a little bit too far off.
Yeah, I don't think he was ever. He was a brilliant musician, but this genius shit that we put on him, I guess he put it on himself, but
Well,
that we
that's what I
bought
mean.
into it, we were idiots. The whole time I was like, this guy's just bipolar. What are we doing?
Of course, I'm speaking musically.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, like, I don't even think he's going to make that great music like he was once able to make. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's also the line with crazy and genius, though, right? Like, it flips so quick because they're so close to each other. You know what I mean? Like, the guy that does the
Conor
genius
McGregor is a crazy person now.
Yeah.
When he was winning, he was a genius.
That's what I'm saying. He's doing the same behavior. He just
Yeah.
doesn't. He's just not winning.
And maybe he was always doing this behavior. Maybe he was always tweeting these things. Maybe he was always saying this
He
shit.
was.
And now that
Yeah.
I think it's a little bit extra now.
He's more desperate.
I think he's more desperate. But when he was winning, he wasn't desperate. He was the king.
Yeah.
And the king says whatever the fuck the king wants.
Yeah.
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 But that's
it's
everyone.
just-
Anyone that takes a crazy risk and then it works out, they're a genius. And if it doesn't work out, you're crazy. So it's like
Yeah.
he's in his crazy spot. But if he comes out with another album later that smacks, and then everyone's like, oh yeah, he's genius again.
Yeah, that's the thing with music is like you're just forgiven once it's good.
Yeah.
It is the most intoxicating form of content. Like a great song is a great song.
It gets inside you in a way
It
that
does, man.
like a joke doesn't get stuck in my head.
No.
I'm not fucking saying jokes to myself walking down
Yeah.
the street. Music, man, I don't need anything. I'm there.
Yeah. Now, would you see him if he comes live to New York?
No interest.
Really?
I
Zero.
know. I got to see it live.
would
Especially
love
from
to
what
see
you,
it.
especially
The only
from what
reason
you
I
just
want to is
said.
because of what you said.
Yeah.
Before that, I've never seen a Kanye show.
Zero interest.
Nah, son, you should go just to see him put on a show.
Oh,
because
I
what you
saw it.
want to do now is
I
put
went
on
to
shows.
Pablo.
Yeah, but
And you said it was
continue
amazing, right?
seeing it.
No, I thought it was mid.
Oh, really?
It's kind of cool.
I've liked every Kanye show I've gone to. Like, it just he puts so much effort into it. And I
was
like
just standing
people.
for a long time. My back gets hurt. Like, let me sit down. Like, why do I have to stand with all these people? Like, what's going on right now? Like, everybody fuck. It takes you an hour and a half.
I know.
I don't like it.
You don't like live music. That's what it is.
Son, like,
Yeah.
no, I like live music, but like, start it. What? Like, you gonna make people stand for 3 hours and then you come on? Like, start it. If you want to make people wait, at least let them sit down. Bring some seating.
Oh, so you were mad because he was late?
Son, what was that fat girl that used to sing a lot? No, not
You
fat
didn't
girl.
narrow it
Weird
down at
girl
all.
from like Australia, New Zealand, or some shit. Huh? Remember? She was like weird a bit.
Bjork?
Nah,
Sia?
nah.
Anna Gatsby.
Nah. She was kind of popping for a little bit. Like
Lord?
Lord.
Oh, Lord Smacks. Her new shit's
Oh,
fire.
but she's not fat.
Not at all fat.
Nah, she wasn't fat.
Nah.
She was like 12.
Yeah, she was 12.
You were thinking, yeah.
No, but like I remember watching one of her shows, like a girl I was with back in the day wanted to see her live, and like I'm like standing for an hour and a half before she even comes on. I'm like,
yeah.
this is not
Yeah.
it, bruh.
Yeah.
Like this is crazy. How you stand for an hour and a half?
It's a young people's game, yo.
Sit down. Like why can't we just sit? If I'm sitting, I'm good. Everything's fine. People stepping on my fucking sneakers for an hour and a half. You gonna get your sneakers stepped on for an hour and a half before Kanye comes on, sing some trash songs. The best part of the fucking whole concert of the features, they're not gonna be there. Like, why would anybody go to this? Everybody's going, yo, the feature's the best part. I can't wait to see the live show. Who's there?
I'm sure some of them will come through.
Not all of them.
For the
If he does
exposure.
the Garden,
26 features
Yeah,
at the
you
fucking
can't
thing.
have
if he
everybody.
does the
The
Garden.
big ones, yeah. But if you think the features are all pulling up to Indianapolis, you're out your goddamn mind, bro.
But the Garden also have seats.
Not when he does the pit. When I was there, I saw him at the Garden, and he had the pit. And I was fucking exhausted. I was like, all right. Let's go. Wrap it up.
Nah, Drake's in a good place, though. To
Drake
come-
got to do it, right?
Yeah, and he's in a great place. Like, I get to hear the album. I get to see what people like, don't like about it. I can still make tweaks to mine.
Yeah.
I can have some bars coming
And
at you
he's gonna,
now.
he's
shit
gonna
like
come
that.
out with like club bangers that everyone's gonna listen to. Be like, oh, this is cool. Like, and it's just gonna be better because it's gonna be kind of different. Like the listening experience is gonna be different. He's not. I don't know if he's gonna innovate in the way Kanye tried to innovate. It's not gonna be as like unique, but I think the songs are just gonna be consistently better.
Yeah, just give me some bangers, dog. Give me some fucking bangers. Put
Give me
Future on
give
that
me some
shit.
bangers I can sit down to it. Just
Yeah, I wanna
enjoy it.
sit
Give me a
down.
sit down
dog.
banger, bro.
Tap my
How many of y'all
toes and
stand
shit.
and listen to music, bro? Like you said, you were at the gym, probably sitting down. You know, you were driving, sitting down. You were on a flight, sitting down. Sit down. Make sit down music.
Yeah.
What's up with all this stand up music, bro? All these shenanigans. Dude.
Fucking
What do you
kids
all
and they're
that?
standing. Why are these
All
kids
the
standing all the
Son,
time?
both of them 40 years old. Why they
Yeah.
making stand up music?
Yeah.
Like, think about, you know what?
Everybody
standing
stand
up in the
Nah,
concert-
everybody stay seated. That's that fire shit.
If I'm no,
Everybody
listen.
get comfortable.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No, just
Cross
for the
your
weight.
legs.
Just for the weight. That's what I'm saying. It's just for the weight. I'm okay if once you're out there playing the music, I'm ready to go. Let's rip. But I'm not gonna do it after an hour and a half of
Just
already
show up
standing.
late, bro.
Yeah,
what?
I know. Just
show
show
up
up
late.
late. Because you know there's always opening acts. Like,
Yeah.
you never did a show before.
Why did you could have just sat. You could have just
Nah, there was
sat.
never an opening act for Kanye.
Yes, it was.
Not at Pablo. It was just Pablo.
Bro,
So
might
you
have got
just
there
sat
late.
and no. That doesn't make sense.
What does it make sense?
So you were there, you were just sitting and standing in silence for an hour and a half? Like
Nah,
nothing was going on?
Nah, I guess they were playing some shit. Huh?
Yeah, the opening act was playing. You just probably weren't paying attention.
Nah, did you see Pablo? There was no opening
No, I
act.
saw the one
They
before
were
that
just
one.
playing music or some shit, but there was no opening act. It was just him. And then remember, there was the stage that like moves across.
Yeah.
That was Pablo, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, there was no opening act. We were just sitting there in the fucking pit, just staring up at the bottom of his fucking sneakers.
Yeah. That's right.
You gotta sit on someone's shoulders or something. Bro.
Sucks. Dude.
That's where you gotta tap someone you're with. Be like, yo, can I climb up?
Yeah, I would literally do that at that point. I found a wall, and I just leaned.
Sound
up
like you're at
against that
Akash's
shit.
wedding, bro.
Son, I wish it was like the Kudara, whatever that
At the
shit is.
Kudrara,
Yeah.
let me lean, please.
Dog, I was literally just like anything, dude.
Damn,
For real.
Kanye's
I'm
got
okay.
4 more laps. Like,
That's the thing. I'm okay to stand if the music is playing. We're all dancing and partying.
Yeah.
But I'm not standing for an hour and a half before and then standing the whole fucking time. That's too much.
Hey,
too much.
I didn't know that. Nothing goes on for an hour and a half. until
Son,
it
I was
comes
looking.
on,
I was looking into
that's-
buying one of them seats that you could like take with you to shit. You know, it's like you can fold it up.
Oh,
A
yeah.
WWE chair?
Nah, like it's almost like a tripod, but I got a little seat.
Yeah.
Like a monopod I could
Yeah,
sit
got
on.
you. Yeah, I got you.
That's fire.
Yeah. All right, next.
All right, what else we got? Ronaldo.
Yeah.
Soccer fans, I know everybody in Europe, I know how much y'all love our soccer takes. So here we go, bro.
Oh, yeah. We're the experts on soccer.
Okay, we know
Yes.
everything about soccer. All right. So here we go.
Everything.
You want to hear some hard soccer bars? Here it is. Ronaldo is going to Arsenal. Yeah, Arsenal.
The Brazilians are in fucking
Finally.
England again, dude.
We got it.
Yeah,
Okay?
Brazilians are there.
We've been waiting for so long for
Yeah.
Ronaldo to finally go to Arsenal and play under Werner Braun, Van Braun.
Eva Braun.
What is it?
Eva Braun.
Eva
Oh,
Braun,
shit.
yeah. Eva
Scooter
Braun is
Braun's
the coach.
in
First
soccer?
female coach in the history of football
Yeah.
for
Yes.
Arsenal.
And Ronaldinho's gonna win him the championship.
Yeah, Ronaldinho. Ronaldo's nickname is Ronaldinho.
Yeah.
Sometimes Ronaldinho got that shit. So and it's gonna be crazy, bro.
I think he's got to be the best midfielder they've ever had, right?
I think
Yeah.
he's a goalie.
Oh, he's a goalie. That's my bad. That's my bad.
He is an unstoppable.
He scores all the
force.
goals. He's the
Yeah, I
goalie.
think
He's a
Benham
goalie.
like
If you're
Beckham
a
was a
goal
little bit
scorer,
better.
you're a goalie.
Benham like Beckham was a little bit better, but like
as a
Ronaldo-
goalie?
Yeah,
He was better. He was definitely better.
Ronaldo's number 2.
Ronaldo is playing on Berlin. FC Berlin.
Oh, okay. All right, I like
Yeah, Bundesliga.
The Bundesliga.
that's
He's in the
pretty good.
Bundesliga.
it. Okay.
He's down there for real.
Yeah.
No. He's playing for Manchester United.
Yeah.
Okay. Why do people care?
Maybe some people might care because if he wins a championship with Manchester United, then I think that puts him ahead of Messi. It's a higher level league than the French league. I guess the top tier leagues are what is it called? The
PL?
the La Liga, Spain,
Okay.
Yep. Syria and Italy.
Serie A in Italy, and then
Premier
whatever that
League.
English Premier League. Or
Yeah.
Yeah, EPL.
And League One is up there as far as like PSG and shit.
But it's not. It's like
Bundesliga.
it goes Bundesliga, then the French league. Because how many teams are there even in the French league? Like there's like one.
I don't know. I mean, there's a legacy team that always wins.
Yeah, exactly. So it's just like you going to play for like the Brooklyn Nets. You're basically going to join Kevin Durant and all these people at the
Yeah.
Nets for the bet. And imagine there was no other teams in the league that you even play against. So like the Messi thing isn't a really big challenge, but Manchester United is not a team that's been killing it, right? They've been doing like okay.
Yeah.
They're like middle of the field.
Mid-table, yeah.
So if you take them and you win the championship with them, you might have to say that Ronaldo's the best, bro.
How
The best
good is he
ever.
still?
He's a legend. He's amazing.
I mean, how good
Top
is he
10
at this
still,
moment?
right?
For his age, he's like mid-30s and he's still like
Not
fucking-
for his age, just like
No,
against all
period.
players.
Relative to other players, where is he?
Is he LeBron
Right now.
in the NBA?
Yeah, probably LeBron, I'd say.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I know he's still nice.
So he's still top 5.
Still goal scorer. Like I think he led Juventus in goals last year. Like any team he goes to, he's an animal.
So
Yeah.
did he leave like the Spanish team because Messi left a Spanish
No,
team?
he was playing for an Italian team.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Fuck. I
So
got
it's just the
this.
craziest transfer window also
Yeah.
too. Like this transfer window, like that you have Messi moving, Mbappe might be moving. Like
I heard he wants out,
still
Mbappe.
Yeah, that's still a transfer rumor. He's
He's a
gonna leave.
bum. He's a
Nah, he
bum.
scored 2 goals in Messi's
and,
debut.
and then fucking blew it.
Yeah,
in that fucking league.
You got some
Shit.
bad games
Nah,
sometimes.
nah, he's a bum.
Sometimes you forget
I
to
used
press
to be
record. Like, people have bad games. That's just what it
Fuck you, bro.
is. No, but like, so he might be going to Real Madrid, which will be just like a crazy transfer window. You have 3 of the best players that are playing, like 3 of the top 10 that are all switching teams, going to different leagues, all in the same window, right before the Champions League to like shake up.
Hey, soccer fans, welcome to American football. This happens every
Every year.
fucking year. Get used to it.
The NBA, dog.
NBA more.
Not even close. American football is much more. Talent
Also-
moving around?
Yeah, no, it's definitely NBA. 'Cause
No.
You can just put a franchise tag on a guy in the NFL and he didn't really go anywhere. Like a big quarterback never really leaves. Really. Like a couple of times in the past 5-6 years.
I feel like every year there's a big fucking trade in football.
Like
Or
even
big
this,
movement in players. Every year.
like Kevin Durant going, James Harden going to the Nets. That was in 2 years. Kyrie Irving. That was 3 players in 2 years to one team.
This is like if Dak Prescott, Tom Brady, and Patrick Mahomes all switch teams,
Yeah.
all the same like window. and then to different leagues on top of that right before Champions League. It's
Fair
just
enough.
wild.
Maybe
It's just
right.
interesting to see the shakeup.
But are the teams that they went to in the championship
Yeah,
league?
they're in the Champions League.
okay,
Yeah.
okay.
It's like
So-
if, you know,
okay.
it's unheard of. It's never happened. It would be like if back in the day, LeBron James and Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh all left their teams, and then one played on the same team.
Yeah.
But Champions League is different.
Can you eat that later?
Yeah.
Sorry, Laurent.
I'm so jet lagged.
Bro, you're gonna shit the couch, bro. Stop. You're gonna shit the chair.
So, Champions League. Explain Champions League, Mark.
I mean, it's just basically cross competition with all the leagues. So all the biggest leagues all.
Oh, it's
play
basically the best teams of all the other leagues
Yeah.
play in one
the
league.
World Cup of the club teams.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Basically. So it's like,
or
yes,
in
Paris,
Europe.
yes, Paris, PSG, Paris Saint-Germain, whatever, the team that Messi's playing on.
Yeah.
Yes, they're going to play in the Champions League, but the rest of the teams they're playing regularly aren't as good as the teams that Real Madrid would be
Gotcha.
playing
I
against,
get
or
it.
Manchester United, or maybe even Juventus, right? I mean, how many Serie A teams are like legit? 3?
Yeah, 3-4.
4. So it's just, I guess that's what makes a league itself,
Yeah.
really good.
Yeah,
And
PSG didn't even win last year. That was Lille. So
Yeah.
all respect to.
And then the other thing that's interesting is that he's going back to Man U, which is the team that like he sort of made his bones at and started at.
there was
I
funny
thought he
things.
started there. I didn't want to sound like a moron, but
Yeah,
I thought
yeah.
he started there.
He started there.
He started in Portugal, but yeah.
I mean, he started with Lisbon FC, but then like was a star and became a star with Alex Ferguson at Man U. And then there were
and they
trade
burnt
rumors.
his fucking jerseys, son.
Yeah, they were
And then he
pissed.
went back like it's some. And did
It's
you hear the
very
shit about like
LeBron-esque.
there was
Yeah,
rumors
very
he was going to
LeBron.
go to Manchester City?
The Man City thing apparently is the whole thing that provoked them to put in the offer. But apparently Man U didn't even really have major intentions to try to scoop him up.
Yeah.
Like as far as like, because they actually, I checked the numbers. They finished 6th in 2019, but in 2020 they were like top of the table. So they've been like top 5 pretty much for the last like few years. So they've been good. But so they didn't really need a Ronaldo as far as like their budgets and salaries and their current roster.
Okay.
But they were like, we're gonna make a push for him because we can't stand to potentially see him with our rival at Man City.
So, but it's kind of interesting because like when I was first playing FIFA when I was younger, the soccer game, that's the only way I know anything about soccer. Man City was not a nice team. It was Manchester
Yeah.
United. That was
Yeah.
the fucking
Yeah,
team.
that's the
What was
only
that bald
name I
motherfucker
know
who was
of.
kind of nice? White boy.
For Man U?
Yeah, back in the day.
I don't remember.
And then he came over and played in the MLS for a little bit, and then he got his hair plugs, and now he's got some hair.
Bald guy?
White British guy. Played for Man U.
I'm looking it up.
Nice. Striker.
I remember that black French dude that came to play for LA, and then Beckham.
Wait, Henry?
Yeah.
Thierry Henry?
Yeah. Didn't he play?
He
I
was-
think
he
he
was
played
Arsenal.
for New York.
New
Yeah,
York.
he was Arsenal,
New
went to
York,
Red
my bad.
Bulls.
Yeah, but so Manchester United was that team. I think there was a guy who played for Man. I'm almost positive. What the fuck is that guy's name? White boy. He got hair plugs. There's like a video of him getting knocked out too, like fighting with like a friend.
Really?
He got like hair plugs. Definite hair plugs. He was like a super
how do you not
celeb.
notice, huh?
Bro, I don't know.
British guy.
Wayne Rooney?
Wayne Rooney.
He wasn't bald.
Was it bald?
Yeah,
he
he,
was.
he had crazy receding hairline, but he wasn't bald.
That's bald, son. What the fuck are we talking about over here? Yeah, Wayne Rooney. Y'all know nothing about soccer.
There's a
son.
couple of us
How y'all-
bald in this room, if you consider that.
Okay, so like Manchester United was nice. Man City comes out.
Yeah,
they
they-
all of a sudden become nice. Manchester United doing nothing.
Fucking Man City got all the sandpaper.
They got all the what?
Sandpaper.
That's what they call the Saudi money.
Yeah, it's oil money, bro. It's sandpaper.
Holy
Sandpaper.
shit, yo.
I don't know. That just sounds fucked
What?
up.
It's
No,
sandpaper, dog.
but Manchester United was bought by a Russian oligarch. That's it. Yeah. So yeah, they both got their billionaires. It's
Yeah,
just different places.
Yeah.
But Man City starts balling out, right? So Man City, the rumors are that Ronaldo is going to go to Man City. And like people that are Manchester United fans start going, fuck Ronaldo. He's over the hill. Fuck him. There's all these like memes and shit. They're going crazy. And then it comes out that Manchester United actually signs him. All the exact same people like, he's here. He's got 3 years left. Don't worry. We love him. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
So it's funny to see like the loyalty to club that exists within
Yeah.
football.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like now in American sports, like, we're loyal to players a lot more. Like, motherfuckers
Especially,
follow
yeah,
LeBron
NBA
everywhere.
especially, yeah.
Especially NBA, and probably because it's so transient.
Yeah.
But with soccer, like, when I was in Barcelona, motherfuckers were fans of Barcelona didn't even know the players on the team, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, if you asked them, yo, name 8 players on the team, they could not name 8 players.
Yeah.
But they were die hard, bleed, what is it? The blue, red, and yellow, whatever the fuck it is.
Bro, people have literally died in like fights for teams that have never won a league.
Oh yeah,
You know what I mean? Like people are
yeah.
fighting for their life for a team that's trash.
Yeah,
and they're like, yo,
yeah.
I'll die for this shit. It's like, all right,
Yeah, that hooligan culture is crazy.
Yeah.
Who's Jaden Sancho? My brother-in-law says he's a young kid who's nice on Manchester U.
I don't know.
Oh, you know, okay. But they said like he has. So Manchester U apparently they've been getting a lot of young talent, and so he's gonna, I guess, be the elder Smith to come in and like help him out and shit like that.
He ain't gonna be the help him out.
No, oh, he's gonna be taking
I
control.
I think he's still like he's the man, and sometimes it's hard to work, to play with the man. Right? Like that's the thing you got to be careful. That's a risk. Like I guess you hope that playing with a guy like Ronaldo, you see his work ethic, you see not only his talent but his dedication, and that rubs off on the younger players.
Yeah, he's one of those guys that's like, I'm sleeping 8 hours. I'm working out twice a day. I only drink water. Like that was the whole Coca-Cola thing. He was like, fuck Coke. We don't drink Coke. Water only. Like he's like treating his body like LeBron shit.
A temple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that should be looking like a temple.
Yo, he's a beast.
Nah, he's a fucking piece. It's unbelievable.
I'll bend my knee at the altar. You know what I mean?
So that's the thing. Like, I guess you hope some of that rubs off. You just got to hope that he's not like a Jordan type where he's breaking these little motherfuckers because they're not getting him the ball in the positions that he wants it. That's the risk, is that you have this young kid who's been watching Ronaldo play his entire life, and his dream is to play just like Ronaldo, and now they're playing the same team, and now he's shook. He's frozen. Because not every one of these young bucks is going to be like Kyrie where they want to go right at him. There's going to be some of these young bucks that are like, I can't believe I'm playing with Ronaldo.
Yeah.
Because he's Jordan, right?
Yeah.
Like, they're playing with fucking Jordan.
Yeah. There's people that are like, I started playing just because of you.
Yeah.
Now we're on the same team.
Yeah. Wow. And they would never think that they would be able to. They're like, he's not coming back to Manchester.
Yeah.
There's no way. I'm shocked he's doing it. Like, not even because he could come play in the U.S. and get a piece of a team and whatever.
But because you've been
the
to London.
weather.
Yeah.
Literally the weather.
How did I know this?
Son, I thought about this. I was like, why would you do this? You're in the twilight of your career. You could be in Italy. You could be in Spain. You could come play in Los Angeles.
Where they take so many naps there and shit like that. Why would you leave a place? They probably got more chairs in
Bro,
Spain.
the English women. Have you never seen a girl in England, bro? What are you doing? Like,
Dog,
geez.
Manchester, dog. Manchester just feels colder. It's more north.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
If you're not playing
It's more
in London,
clouds. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah,
Why?
Nothing like New York. Nothing like that.
Son, don't come
yeah,
here.
but at least New York is
Don't
New
come
York.
here,
Outside of
crazy.
London, England is fucking rednecks, dog. Manchester, I never been, but I went to fucking Birmingham, and it was like, oh, y'all some yokels out here, yo.
Nah, but they still got some hood spots.
Yeah,
Like,
they got
it's
hood
nice.
spots too. Fucking yokels there too, bro. Some mad yokels in this bitch.
I don't.
What's a yokel?
Son, it's a fucking country ass dude. It's you a yokel, bruh. Fucking country
never
ass
heard of that
bumpkin.
term.
You a
Yokel?
bumpkin.
Yeah.
I never heard of that.
Bro, you were
But-
just talking about going to London.
London is. I said outside of London.
I was like, that'd be a good business move, but I don't know if it's the move that we're gonna make.
Okay, fair.
You know what I mean? Just because of the language, but yeah, I don't know, man. He got all the money in the world. What the fuck? You want to just be in the clouds, bro? Like, nah, dude.
He wants to be
on.
the best. He wants to be great.
Say what?
He wants to be great.
Be great.
He wants to win the EPL.
Relative
Be
to
great.
athletes we would know, he seems like Kobe.
Maybe, yeah.
Like super focused, this dedicated. I'm not fucking
Kobe's
around.
playing L.A. Kobe demanded a trade. He's like, I'm not gonna be in Cleveland. Kobe, what Charlotte?
Fuck the
What was
Hornets,
it?
bro. I'm
Yeah,
outta
he
here,
was the
yeah.
Hornets, right? He's like, I'm not doing this shit. Get me to
Yeah,
Los
yeah.
Angeles.
Yeah, he can play.
Son, no.
That's a good point.
I'm not doing it, bro.
So
if I'm
if he-
him, I'm not doing it.
If he wins with this team, he's like legit the best. Like, is it on some Brady shit? If he takes another team to it, he's the GOAT.
I mean, it's always up for debate. Like, we'll see what Messi does with PSG. I mean, they're also the most stacked team ever.
Who?
Like,
Which
PSG.
Yeah, PSG's so stacked. so
Bro,
it's like
they-
if Messi wins, like it don't count.
Fuck up, son.
is,
Shut
bro.
the fuck.
He did.
Name 8 players on their
Bob.
team.
They got Bob.
Nah, he's a bum now.
Nah, they got
He went from my
Bob.
favorite player to being a bum just
Yeah,
because he
he's
let
a
his
bum,
team down.
but they got Mbappe. They got
Neymar.
Neymar.
Don't help him.
They got Ribéry.
Is that right?
They got the Scarface. They got the motherfucking Bond villain.
Yeah, you really did play
Yeah.
FIFA, bro. I respect
Son,
that.
they got
That's an old
Ribéry,
school
son.
FIFA
Oh,
deep
really?
cut. Nah,
Yeah.
he played for Munich, but still.
Nah, he plays for
Nah, I
PSG
didn't even
now.
the same
He plays
team,
for
son.
PSG now. They got Santos. They got the motherfucker that plays defense for Real Madrid.
It's so funny. This is
What's that
only,
motherfucker?
this is only
Sergio
funny to
Ramos.
Mark.
They got Sergio Ramos.
they do.
They
It's
got
only
him.
funny to me. It's like,
Nah,
you name
nah.
a guy, he's like, oh my
No,
God.
there's some fucking Mexican kid that's dying
Yeah,
laughing
Akash
right
like,
now. There's a
they
Mexican
got
kid listening to
Chicharito.
this that's dying laughing.
They got Chicharito.
yeah.
They got Chicharito. They got Alex Ferguson. They got they got Alex Ferguson. That motherfucker nice with it.
Yeah.
They got Pele. They got shit.
Kyrie. They got
Fucking-
Kyrie.
Alexei Lawless out
They
there.
got Alexi Lawless is playing for him.
Yeah,
They got
Alexi
Tim
Lawless out
Howard as
there,
goalie. They got Tim Howard as
Oh, I know
goalie.
him.
goalie.
He's nice.
They
He's
got
nice, yeah. I know
Samuel Eto'o. They got Donda.
Freddie
That just fills up the rest of the roster.
Donda and Donda. They got-
And Freddie Adu, and that's the whole team.
They got Freddie. Freddie Adu is playing.
Is that your favorite player?
My favorite player of all time is Freddie Adu.
Word.
Yes.
Wow.
Nice,
5'4", 37-year-old Freddie Adu. 37-year-old high school senior Freddie Adu. Yo, so, this is American soccer legend. You don't remember Freddie Adu?
I went to
chosen
go.
one?
I met him
Yeah.
at a soccer camp, bro.
Word?
Yeah.
Did you ball on his ass?
He
or
was
what?
supposed to be my age.
Yeah, that motherfucker was
He
74
had a
years old.
beard.
Yeah, dude. Nah. Did you ball on his ass or what?
Nah, he was the coach of the camp.
Oh, he was coaching?
Yeah, it was Freddie Adu soccer camp.
Oh, it was one of
Yeah.
those.
That's why I became a legend.
Damn.
That's
son.
why you ain't
Yeah.
make it, dog. You're to
Yeah,
the
I
wrong
know.
soccer
You need
camp.
a different soccer.
His
camp.
advice was like, yo, be born in 1980. And I was like, God damn, I should have did that.
Be a decade older than all the high school kids are playing against.
Yeah. It's actually good advice if you could do it, but most
That's
people
where
don't want it
it's
that bad.
tricky. But yeah, I think that I think Alexi Lawless is gonna have an amazing season, bro. Do you know who Alexi Lawless is, dude? You don't know who that is?
Legend, dog.
Dude,
Oh, word.
You don't know
legend.
anything. You're gonna really struggle in Europe, honestly.
Yeah, I am.
bro.
You don't know
You don't
Alexi
know about
Lawless?
Alexi Lawless and his all sport commercials? Was
Yeah.
that fucking powered that thirst quencher back in the day you try to advertise
Bro,
for?
you don't know Mia Hamm? Oh, you're fucked, dude.
You don't know who Mia Hamm
That
is?
sounds familiar.
Yeah.
She had a little ass on her, right?
No, she had no ass on her whatsoever.
Yeah, she suffered from no ass at all.
Yeah.
then,
Nasatol.
I don't know that.
You don't just say
Nasatol, the
you don't say she
motherfucking
suffered
disease.
from no ass at all. You just say it.
That's what you said it to me.
No, no Satol.
You said no ass at all.
I said no Satol is no ass at all. It's the disease. That's what we called it, the disease.
Stupid.
Nasatol. Yeah, Nasatol. I heard
That's
heard
some
on Martin.
southern
She
shit.
got Nasatol.
She got nasty.
Nasatol.
Okay.
Yo, can we talk about this MLK Fortnite thing? real
Yes,
quick?
please. Yes,
Bro,
yes.
this shit is so funny.
Okay, go.
So
go.
Fortnite basically does these like virtual events.
You know what Fortnite is, Al?
Yeah, that I do.
Yeah.
Like he's trying so hard to be young, son. Like,
No, I don't even play
he's
Fortnite.
trying so
You're
hard.
trying to be
son.
young, bro.
He trying
Bro,
so-
you have a
Look at
Fortnite
you.
character
Yo,
tattooed
F,
on your
dog.
arm.
F,
Like legit.
dog.
Wait, you have a
F.
Fortnite character tattooed on your arm?
Yes, he
MLK.
does.
Oh,
He's got
I'm
MLK
okay.
on his arm.
I don't know. He's trying to make a joke.
Bro, there's some Mexicans dying laughing right now. I'm telling you.
Go, go.
All right,
F,
so,
bro.
all right, yo, Shifty's in the mix. Let's go, Shift Dog.
You'll
Nah,
get it. Yo,
you
be
should
here
stay.
to laugh
Just make
at
sure
these
he's
jokes.
fucking accurate
Yo,
at all his bullshit.
be here to laugh at these references. And don't knock
Because
over that
he
fucking
just
camera.
Wikipedia this shit before
All right,
he
go.
came in. Go.
Go.
All right, so basically, Fortnite does these virtual events, right? Where they had like a
Is that
Travis
the video
Scott
game
concert.
where you gotta like build scaffoldings?
I mean, actually, it is. You're thinking of Minecraft, but you actually do build
Nah,
scaffoldings.
I think you build scaffoldings and then you like do a lot of jumping and shit.
That is
right?
true.
Yeah,
that is
okay.
true.
I thought that shit was SimCity.
No, SimCities you build like actual like cities and shit like that.
Or
But
Roblox.
You don't know how
Fortnite
to-
is you build
Oh, Doug
scaffoldings.
definitely played Sims as a
Fortnite, you
kid.
fucking parachute in and shit like
You
that.
had so
I
many
do
sisters?
dances.
I
You
don't
can
know
do dances in
Oh,
Fortnite
dances.
too.
Dances
So you
lit.
dance and build scaffoldings.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. All
Yeah,
right,
you,
let's go.
like
you
Dance
steal
Dance Revolution.
you steal dances from black kids and then you do them in the
It's not
game.
stealing, it's sharing. You
Also,
don't
it's
think black
TikTok.
kids play Fortnite,
Yeah.
bro?
So this is TikTok.
TikTok, the video game.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, good,
Yeah.
good,
So
good.
I'm on
TikTok, the
board.
video
There we
game,
go.
and basically
Okay.
they do these virtual events where you don't really like play on the map, but you can go and watch the event virtually.
So they have like a concert.
Travis Scott did a concert, and
Oh,
then
old dork ass. You know what I mean?
He wild dorky, yo.
Yeah, I know.
and the most recent one they did is they did a
Shouts to you,
virtual
Travis.
playing of Martin Luther King's "I Have a Dream" speech on the steps of the Lincoln Memorial
Oh, that would go wrong.
in Fortnite.
That's lit. So all these kids that don't even know what the fuck
Oh my
the
god.
"I Have a Dream" speech is.
They're
they
from
don't know who
they're
the
from
fuck
Portugal.
Abraham
They're not even
Lincoln
from
is.
America. They don't even know what's going on.
Yeah, it's a global game. Okay, so
Yeah.
they just pulled up.
And so the funniest part of the whole shit, so obviously like kids are just like doing dances and shit like in front of the memorial. Like he's talking and this kid's just fucking busting it out. And then the best part is that they
That
took
is
off.
his dream, though, in a way, is white
White
kids
kids
dancing
and
with black
black kids.
kids.
Holy
Yeah, that's a
shit.
good point. Doing
Let's
black
go.
dances, coming
Yeah.
together.
Holy
Yeah.
chair.
All right.
But then on top of that, like first off, MLK was like a known pacifist. Like he was a non-violence advocate. He hated the war in Vietnam, and he was a socialist. And then literally Fortnite is a capitalist violence game. So I'm like, I don't know if this is necessarily.
But it's not real violence.
It's a video game.
It's violent. You're killing people with guns.
It's a video game.
No, but it's not real violence.
So I wish that was actually a setting where you got to dress up as FBI in the game.
That'd be sick.
And then if you shot MLK, at least it would be accurate. You know what I mean?
Chill out, bro.
What? I'm saying he was assassinated by the FBI. Is that not true?
No.
Who? Oh, CIA. Excuse me.
Damn, you old motherfucker. bro,
I told you,
know nothing,
Wikipedia
dog.
I don't
and
even
it's
know if
facts
he
are
was
wrong.
assassinated by the CIA. I think they just let him die.
What do you
that
mean?
was the issue.
You don't think CIA killed him?
Who? Martin Luther King?
Yeah.
No, I think he was killed by Lee Harvey Oswald. Right?
James Earl Ray. I actually know that
Who
one.
is he killed by?
James
James
Earl
Earl
Ray.
Ray.
Yeah.
The motherfucker that played Star
Darth
Wars.
Vader,
Oh
dog.
my
Darth
God.
Vader.
Star Wars.
Oh shit, my bad.
Damn, you almost treat him like MLK, bro. Jeez.
I shot you like the CIA. Yup. That's what you get, motherfucker. At least I hit this, so I didn't damage you.
Yo, son, this is where my face is. I moved it up.
I did it on purpose.
I literally
my
moved
aim
it
is
up.
nice with it. You see, my aim is
If
nice.
I didn't move the mic, that shit would have hit me right in my face.
This guy's crazy, bro. You
Son,
are
you just
crazy,
broke the
son.
monitor,
An
dog.
eye for an eye,
Just
son.
destroy shit.
It's Fortnite. It's
Why
Fortnite
would I talk
out
about
here,
Martin
son.
Luther King? This
it's
is violence,
Fortnite.
son.
Martin Luther
It's
King said
Fortnite,
pacifism,
son.
bro.
It's Fortnite.
Why can't you just love each other?
Hey,
Jeez.
Miles, order another monitor. Miles, bring a monitor.
Why do we have
need
the
a
white
new
man and the
monitor.
black man fighting, bro? Why can't we just come
Why
together?
do you have to throw shit at me? Why do you have to start it?
I wish to help you out. Get movement right. Your head
If I
game.
didn't, I literally went like this.
Nah.
I moved it up.
I threw
and
it
blocked
right
it.
at the mic,
There's
son.
no way.
I threw it right at the
Also,
mic.
that
I
shit was
aimed for the
coming
mic.
mad fast.
Yeah.
You
Dude,
throw
you
this
threw that
fast.
shit
I-
No, I didn't throw it
hard.
as fast. It just sounded crazy because it bounced off that.
Damn.
And broke apart when it.
But how fast am I just to move it out of the way? So just
No, you did actually have a shield. I don't know if you got a power up from getting a loot box, but you definitely blocked that pretty
I think
good.
I loot boxed it, dude. I think I totally loot boxed it.
Hilarious.
Okay. Why did that shit break so easy?
Hilarious. It's so
Why
much
that shit
fun.
broke?
So that's crazy.
That
I'm
TV's
so glad.
struggling.
I'm so glad it was. Nah. I'm
you
just
did a
so glad it
full
wasn't the fucking
baseball
IMAX.
wind-up.
Yo, this guy's strong, man. That's what happens.
I considered that though. I considered that monitor would be fine to break. As long as I hit that monitor.
Why,
Yeah.
Did you miss Al on purpose?
No.
Nah.
I tried.
My
to-
head moving, son. Come on, I'm nasty.
No,
out
you
here,
did have good
son.
head movement. Okay, so back to your story. Okay.
Jake Paul.
Yo, what historical event would you want to see as a virtual Fortnite
I want to see
event?
that again. That's all I want to see.
That would be fire, actually.
Where would I want to go for virtual Fortnite?
Yeah, what event you want historically?
I would like to be at the play where Abraham Lincoln was assassinated.
Oh, that'd be a fire one.
That'd be sick. Because there's a few people that play like, man, this shit boring as fuck. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they're like, man, something happened, bro. Why you always bring me this shit?
Yeah, my girl forced me to go to this goddamn play. Can something exciting happen, please?
And then seeing my man make the jump, you're like, yo.
Yeah, that'd actually be sick.
Like that leap from the opera box was probably kind of dope.
yeah, the
Yeah.
parkour front
Yeah.
flip.
It was the first parkour.
Yeah, it was a front flip, I think.
That was like next level Matrix, like Neo shit. Have you seen that? Oh,
Yeah,
that TV's out.
It was kind of.
It was
the way I.
It's a fucking Donda album cover now.
It really is, bro. Damn, bro. You are influential, Donald Glover.
Yeah, I know. Thank you, Donald.
Dude, why did it give up now? Nothing else is happening. Why the whole shit gave up?
I don't know.
Dude, what a bitch ass TV. What is that, LG?
Because you blasted.
Bro,
What
let's go!
What did you throw at it?
You threw a lipstick at me.
No, you know
That was lipstick?
Yeah.
Fucking Blistex or whatever
you
it
know
was.
you know what this is? This is you are good, son.
What happened?
That's just reminded me of my broken ass TV, son. You are good, son.
Oh, did we tell that story?
Yeah, we did already.
We told that story.
Yes,
Yeah, we did.
please,
Still
if anybody
broken?
wants to swap out my TV, fuck with your boy. I
Oh, I heard there's even more details to it.
I heard Costco can do it.
I heard there's even more details to it.
What? There's no new shit.
I heard some good old shit, bro. I heard some good old shit.
But Mark, yours works.
This motherfucker making people do his dirty work.
Oh, actually, you should.
He wasn't even making the call. He wasn't even making the call to see if it was
He's
going
an
to work.
idea guy. I need to get my TV working.
Oh yeah.
Somebody make this happen.
You gonna let someone else get arrested for you? This guy's a crazy motherfucker.
you crazy.
Okay.
Yo,
Anything else from
Al's
this
crazy,
Fortnite?
bro.
Yeah. So the craziest part is that
So remember we doing karaoke?
Yo, remember you threw a hard thing at me? Like you could have
Son,
bruised my whole
I
head.
threw it at the mic. I'm nice.
I
My aim
moved the
is
mic
nice.
to protect my face.
My
Yeah.
aim is nice, bro.
Son, that was unbelievable timing. That was destiny. Donda.
that's the noise that it made.
Jiggity donda.
Donda, donda,
Little
donda.
jiggity donda, dude. Okay, go.
So because they knew that all these Fortnite kids were gonna go
interested in this
crazy.
shit. Are you fucking serious?
Yeah, after Al's life was
you're
almost
still
taken from us,
talking, son.
it's kind of hard to come
How
back
is he the
from.
victim? I'm the victim.
Bro,
Mark voted
Mike,
me.
look at the
Son.
mic.
Oh my
Son,
goodness! Oh my goodness!
I just put a little lipstick on it, son.
wow,
Nah, I put a little
Alex.
lipstick on it. son.
Jeez,
Bro.
you almost
No,
took his
no, no, no.
life.
You see where it hits. The light spot is where it hit because I put
we
a
have
little
playback.
lipstick.
We'll see
There's
where
a
it hit.
dent on the mic. That's how hard you threw that, son.
Damn.
That's not for me. Good.
That looked
It
like-
hit right here. It hit right here.
Nah,
Where you
there's a-
see the shiny spot is where it hit.
You threw that shit hard, son. That shit would
Yeah.
have broke my
Akash,
tooth.
see
You
where
almost
it
fixed
I
his
see the
nose,
lipstick.
bro. What the
Dude,
fuck?
that's fucked up.
Damn.
I would have fixed his nose.
That's what I said.
Oh, I'm sorry. I think you broke it.
You literally dented the whole mic.
Yo, that shit is
would've
actually
hurt me.
dented, bro.
I'm glad that I threw it that hard.
No,
at
you
you.
should have kept
And
it
I
away.
wish it hit you.
You should have. You should
Where's
have.
the top?
Yeah, of course you wish it hit him. It broke your fucking monitor.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I know.
That's stupid.
We don't even know if the cameras are on anymore.
Okay, go.
The camera might
Tell
just be
us-
facing
Tell us
me.
the craziest part of this Fortnite. Mark's been trying to tell us this for 3 hours.
This stupid
No,
ass
Before
thing.
the podcast, he's like, "We gotta talk about this Fortnite thing." Go.
All right, so because they knew all the kids would be going crazy,
Okay.
like if you ever played like an Xbox Live chat room, like you know that they need the fucking MLK speech. But what they did is they took out all the tomato vending machines, so you couldn't throw tomatoes. And then on top of that, they took off most of the dancing emojis, but there's one that they couldn't take off because it was a part of like a DC promotional thing that they were doing. So they had to keep it on for the month. And it was Catwoman's whip.
No, there's no way.
Oh, that's uncomfortable.
There's no
dog.
way.
That's
So
uncomfortable.
while they're doing the MLK
There's
speech,
no way.
there's hundreds of kids running around going, "I have a dream," whoopah, and
There's
just
no
smacking
way.
whips all over the whole time.
I
It's-
can't believe
It's
it.
legit crazy that no one thought that through, or they didn't call DC like, "Yo, maybe it'd be a bad look for the game or the movie if we don't do this."
There's no fucking way. Shifty, is this real? Why does Catwoman got a whip? What does that have to do with cats?
They got long tails.
Yeah, but they don't use them for whipping.
Not yet.
They'd be swatting flies with them and shit, right?
What,
Long ass
cats?
tail. Yeah.
Yeah, you think they have like Wolverine claws or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that was her shit. That
Why
had
does she
claws.
have a whip?
You gotta have something else, I guess.
stupid.
Look, I think it's a sexual thing.
Yeah, it's a sexual
Like, yo, what's the sexiest weapon we could give this girl?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give her
Yeah,
a
give
whip.
this kid
And
something
what
to jerk
DC
off to.
movie came out?
Catwoman, I guess. I don't know.
Really?
Apparently, they did Catwoman or something.
Oh, I didn't hear that.
So, yeah, they had a collab with Catwoman. And they
Oh
had-
my God.
So they couldn't
bro.
take off her whip. So literally, MLK's talking about racial justice.
There's no fucking way, dude. Yo, Fortnite's kind of lit.
Yo, it's lit, dude. It's a whole game for kids where you learn how to shoot people and you jump out of a school bus.
Wait, why do you jump out of school bus?
I don't know, but that's what they thought kids in America needed. Is like, yo, let's teach these kids how to shoot people out of a school bus.
We do need that. Shit is self-defense at a certain point.
Yeah. So I think they're responsible for all the shooting.
How did I miss this game? How many buttons you got to use to play it?
It's almost double digits, bro. It's
You know what
double
I'm
digits.
saying? If you got to use the ones that's where your thumbs are on
that's
it at the
crazy.
same time,
That's
that's,
crazy.
too
Son,
much
two
for me.
joysticks. Once Halo came
Oh
out, I
my
was done.
God.
I said, I'm not doing this. I'm not
many
doing this.
You
joysticks?
said what's a Halo game?
Once Halo came out, I said, I'm out, bro.
Yo,
Anything
Halo was old,
Son,
man.
son,
That's what I'm saying.
That shit was for IBM.
Came out in
I was-
2001. That came out in 2001, bro.
I was like 16. I was like, I'm done. I'm out.
Damn,
It's
nah,
over,
like,
bro.
I didn't even think they had the joysticks back then.
Nah,
they
you had
did.
to use
They
one
did.
to move and then one to go up, down. I was like,
Halo
bro,
came
I'm
out
out.
before 9/11, I
That's too
think.
much.
That was Xbox first
That's
game.
too much. I don't know why you gotta make this a racial thing,
I know.
Mark.
Why'd you gotta
but
do that? So?
Wait,
I
why
didn't
is
like it
9/11
either way.
racial?
You know what I mean? Hey, that's
Why is
Wait,
9/11?
9/11.
Yeah.
gotta
How's
bring
that
it up,
racist?
This guy bringing up 9/11 to me. You know what I mean? For what? Out of nowhere.
Bro, Indians had nothing to do with 9/11.
Yeah, you're not.
How do
you're
you
not
you don't know
brown,
anything
bro.
about that?
Hey, look.
Yeah,
I'm
just
talking about
lost
you,
some
Floridians.
service members, man.
That's what I'm saying.
Be sensitive, Akaash.
Yeah, Akaash.
It's on you now.
That felt racial to me too.
Yo, we gotta listen to MLK, dude.
Yeah.
Let's get on Fortnite right now.
Can we do the dances?
Never, dog. Come on.
No.
That shit came
Yo,
out
we're
when we were
streaming.
like 33.
We're
bro.
streaming, bro. We're streaming
How old
Fortnite.
is this game, Chiff? Son, I'm 33 years old. I'm gonna play fucking Fortnite. 2017.
Say what? It was
Yeah.
the biggest game in the world.
Bro, that's where Ninja came from.
Ninja was playing Fortnite.
Yeah, he was the first nice Fortnite guy. And
Son,
then it turned with the
hey,
most
What's the
personality.
scaffolding thing?
Hey,
Why do you have to build scaffolding?
He grew up in New York. He's like, they're doing construction in this
Yeah,
game? Like,
that's
what's
what
the
it
deal?
looked like to me.
Yeah.
union job.
Yeah.
Fortnite. It's a
Yeah.
union
Are they getting the
thing.
rent kickback or something?
Yeah,
Like they're
what's
doing
going
construction on the
here?
whole game the whole
But it
time.
looks like it's just scaffolding, like you're just building scaffolding,
Yeah.
and then you get to the top and you jump off.
Union training, yeah.
It's just weird.
Tactical play. You got to build and block, and then you can shoot behind them.
Well, why doesn't the game build it already?
He don't know shit. It's so
He ain't never played Fortnite.
I know.
I'm trying to do the mic because he's not on the
Oh,
mic,
he's
bro.
trying to do the bike. He's trying to do the bike.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Have you ever played Fortnite?
I played like 6 times. I got 1 victory royale, and I was like, I'm done playing.
Oh yeah. What is Victory Royale mean?
That's when you win. That's when you beat everybody.
You did not win on your 6th attempt. That's
Yes.
bullshit.
By myself.
That's
2017.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
Chippy
Don't count.
shitting on your biggest accomplishment.
I don't disagree. It
Oh,
definitely
you-
does
you
not
played
count.
the old
I was
shit.
also getting coached the whole time. Like 2 guys in my ear, like, all right, go this way, do this, grab this box, drop that gun, and I won.
Yeah,
they
he
coached
played
me
the
through
old
it.
shit. That's why.
Yeah. I was on gamer subs, bro. I was on fucking PED. I took 2 scoops of gamer subs. I snorted it to the face off the toilet seat, and I was going crazy. Come on, dude.
Al, you gonna play Fortnite?
Nah.
Definitely not.
Nah.
Why?
Why not?
I don't catch it.
Son, there's too many joysticks.
You guys are so washed, bro.
Son, that's the old game. Nobody's even playing
Why
Fortnite
don't you play?
anymore.
Yes, they do.
No.
Third
Nah,
most.
I
Well,
play-
we played
play
number 2
Gears
and
of-
number
Gears
1.
of
What's
War.
that?
Shifty, what is the #1 most streamed game? Minecraft.
Yeah, I play Minecraft all day. And Gears of War. That's my shit.
Gears of War.
Yep.
What's that about?
I don't know. But I know it's one. It's a game, right? No, Gears of War. Yeah. Yo, shut up. Shifty, get
Yeah,
out of here.
Gears of War
bro.
does not have a streaming community.
That
At
shit's
all. Bro,
fire,
you gotta
bro.
play Fortnite now that MLK is in the game.
Nah, I played it before.
Is he still talking?
It's nonstop. That's a long ass speech, bro. It's a dream.
Hey.
But it's nonstop.
It's just on a loop?
for a little, yeah. And then they'll stop it eventually. But you can go check that shit out, dude.
Does
That's
he get
weird, yo.
streaming for that?
Yeah.
Yeah, he should get paid.
Does
He
he
get
get paid?
royalties.
Like, what's the rights for it?
Yeah. I don't know who owns the rights to that, but they're getting paid out. The King Estate, probably.
Okay,
I
I
mean,
support it.
Say what?
If the estate is getting paid, I
Probably.
support it.
I didn't look it up,
Yeah,
but
I think they got to do that.
in my heart, that's what's happening. So that's why you got to play, bro. You got
I'll
the character
play.
on your
I'll
arm.
play.
Let's
Let's
let it
play.
rip.
Fortnite.
Yeah, let's play. Let's play right now. Fire it up, bro.
No, I've heard of the game. I saw it. I've seen the guys doing it. They got the big fucking costumes on and all that kind of stuff. Yeah.
I don't know if you're thinking of Fortnite, bro.
Yeah. Everybody.
Nah,
you
they
Yeah,
gotta
you're
pick
thinking
your
of Renaissance
character.
Fair.
Oh, yeah, Renaissance.
You're maybe
Yeah,
thinking of
yeah.
Guar. Are you thinking of Guar? I think that's what you're thinking about.
Guar. I don't know a single Guar song. I know exactly what they look like.
Yeah.
This is an old rock band. Forget it. Way before
But yeah.
Mark's time. No clue how he knows.
No,
Okay.
we gotta have Malcolm X in Fortnite though.
We're gonna do Malcolm X in Fortnite.
That would be
probably
fire.
a little
That'd
bit
be
sick.
I would be fired
He was
up.
about that
Fire,
action.
dog.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. He's like, yo, we're
Yeah.
fucking up these white liberals. I'll be like, let's
Nah,
rock.
Nat Turner.
Yeah.
Yo, show up to the Nat
son.
Turner. Fortnite.
I'll go to that one 100%.
Hells yeah.
MLK's sick, but like that's not the right vibe. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I want to mosh. You know?
You need that old shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh fuck. Or like some French thing. Like what's a good French one?
The beheading of Marie Antoinette.
Yeah, the beheading of Marie Antoinette.
Yeah.
That'd be kind of fire.
Rose Pierre popping off. That'd be sick.
Oh fuck yeah, hell yeah, dude! Get out there in Euro, dude. Call that shit Fort Skin.
Bastille Day.
Such a long setup.
I don't know why you brought up France. I was like, what for?
The most wild setup ever. Which I think that's why French people aren't circumcised. Because people always say it looks like slugs, but French people eat slugs.
Ah.
So I think they like it for that reason.
Ah,
They
that
just
might
like
be
the
it.
smell. That's why.
Yeah, it also smells like slugs.
Okay, now, guys, we could talk about Tony Hawk's Blood Skateboard or the baby from Nirvana. Best joke about the baby from Nirvana suing Nirvana. You heard about this. The baby from the Nevermind
Yes.
album is suing the Nirvana estate for like child exploitation or something.
Yeah, they
like
call
that.
it child pornography.
So
Whatever like
glad
that.
you explained that. I thought the baby was doing a collab with Nirvana.
No.
It's a
That would
story
be
or
a
some
fire
shit like
collab.
that.
Do you remember
I'm
the
like,
Never-
baby
Nevermind.
in the cover of the.
It's a baby
Guys, do
that
you really think I
there's
know
a
what
Nirvana album
cover
called-
is?
yo,
Like,
Now this is iconic. It's
There's
a
a-
little kid in a pool.
He's like, yo, if you're in the pool, put your lighters up
I don't
right
even
now.
know who Nirvana is.
Shut up.
you know Nirvana.
I probably have heard a song. I cannot identify
Anyway.
them.
Yeah, you know it's a band. So their first, maybe their second album, but their big album is a baby in a
The
pool
guy
naked.
who killed himself, was he part of that
Yes,
band?
yes,
But
he's
he
the
went
lead singer.
solo? He split?
No,
He
he was-
died while he was in
He
the
was
band.
died while he was lead singer.
Oh, okay.
Their big album cover is a baby in a pool, naked,
Buy this shit.
chasing a
Motherfucker
dollar
only
bill.
fucks white bitches. Don't know who Nirvana is. Fuck
So
outta
you
here.
think my bitches know Nirvana? Son? Like, come
Yes.
on. I fucked every type of bitches, man.
Every type of white bitch, yes, and they all know Nirvana.
No.
Al's
they don't.
black, dude. He doesn't know anything about white stuff. bro.
Exactly.
Or black stuff.
Yeah, Al's Puerto Rican.
All right, finish and explain.
Anyway,
so there's
so-
a baby
so-
on the cover.
Baby's on the cover.
Naked, and he's chasing like a dollar bill on like a fishing pole, fishing hook or whatever. But it's this iconic cover.
There's a dollar floating in the pool. He's in the pool. The shot is under the water, and he's like reaching for the dollar.
Okay.
Right, but you see the baby's like butt naked.
Yeah.
So now he's suing Nirvana for child exploitation, like the estate. And but the you see that.
Never seen that in my life.
That's hilarious.
Swear to God.
There's no way.
Swear to God.
Hilarious. Everybody else who's listening that knows exactly what we're talking about, I apologize for wasting your fucking time. There's Matt Belinsky had this joke that was really funny. He goes, "That baby's still chasing the dollar."
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought that was the best joke
Yeah.
about it. Right? It's like he's still trying to, he's still trying to get that money.
Bro, you were a hater, dude.
I just
Shouldn't
never
he
seen
sue
that.
his mom?
Yeah, technically.
Like his mom sold the picture.
Yeah.
His mom exploited the baby. I guess
Yep.
they're also exploiting the baby with the permission of the mom.
Yes.
Mom doesn't have any money.
And here's what bothered me is I think the guy has done appearances. I'm looking through the article, but I saw a thing that said like he's done appearances as the baby.
Yeah,
he's
he's done-
made money
He's
off of being that
profited
baby.
off
He's done
Being
dozens
the
of recreations of the
and
album.
now you want to sue because you're like, yeah, but I guess it was weird. It was weird.
That stimulus running out, bro.
Yeah.
That's what happened.
It's also weird that you did it for money. Like, get a fucking job, bro.
Yeah, that's weird. I mean, it sucks that your dangalang's all like on display, but it's like your baby dangalang.
Yeah, it's your
Like,
baby dang.
You don't know what they grew into. Like,
Yeah. I bet he got a hog.
I'm totally fine with my baby dangalang being shown, as long, yeah.
Yours? You sure?
Yeah, my baby dangalang, like whatever. I'd put a baby dangalang picture up. I'd put a baby dangalang picture up of my kids.
All right, no, that's crazy.
Nah,
That's
you
crazy.
out.
I would.
Of your own
What
kids?
you mean?
I post a baby dangalang
they gonna
picture.
grow
I
up.
put on
yourself?
I put on the story.
Nah.
I maybe not a post. I put on a story.
Nah, that's gonna live forever, bro.
Say what?
That's gonna live forever.
Put on a story 24 hours with a swipe up.
Yeah, they're gonna just
OnlyFans.
squeeze-
Yo, come on, son. Anything else? Maybe the Tony Hawk skateboard thing?
We can also hit it on Patreon.
Oh yeah, I think that shit is basically Tony Hawk did a skateboard with blood, and they like took some of his blood and they put it into these limited edition skateboards or whatever.
It's weird.
They mixed it with the paint, right?
Yeah, I guess
Yeah.
that makes sense. But like, and then everybody's making this big comparison to Lil Nas X. They're like, why when Lil Nas X did it, it's fucked up, and when Tony Hawk did it, it's not fucked up.
He made that whole post.
Who did?
Lil Nas X. He
Yeah,
was
Lil
like,
Nas X really leaned
Can you guys
into
be
it.
honest? Like, it wasn't the blood. It was just something else. What was it?
Yeah, I mean, they do hate you because you're gay.
Yeah.
But the excuse you gave them wasn't the blood; it was the devil.
Yeah.
You gave Lil Nas X gave them the out by talking about the devil and devil worship and all this other stuff. And I don't think it was the blood that was in these sneakers that he was selling. It was the devil that was in these sneakers that he was selling. If you're
Plus
like
blood.
plus blood, but the blood means nothing. If he was like, hey, here's still a devil sneaker, and then all these Christians that saw their kids listening to Old Town Road, and now they're like, oh shit, that guy is not only gay, but he's also saying devil worship.
And I'm
going
gonna
to
twerk on the devil and blah blah.
Boom, exactly. So I think that this is kind of unfair, and he knows it, but you got to keep marketing shit and drumming up
Yeah.
entertainment. But it's not about blood; it's just about the devil.
Yeah,
For
also,
religious folks.
skateboarding kids, they're bleeding. Like that's part of the allure of it, I guess. Is like, oh, this guy bled. This guy bleeds. That's what you do in this sport.
Yeah.
Music, you're not. There's no blood involved. There's no injuries involved.
Yeah.
It's a whole different thing. And you got sued because it was Nike, and you're taking a Nike sneaker and putting blood on it. And they were like, what the? We didn't give you this permission.
Yeah, it was a
That's why you got
lawsuit,
sued.
like,
It's
yeah.
a fucking corporate thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
If the company, I'm assuming Tony Hawk's skateboard company is like, yeah, do that with our. Well, yeah, absolutely. We would love to do this with you. If there was a Nike collab where they have blood in the sneaker, he's not getting sued because it's a Nike collab. Nike might catch some backlash, but that's because the devil shit again.
Yeah.
Lil Nas X have a sneaker with his gay ass. Nobody cares.
Yeah.
I'd buy it. That's great.
Yeah.
But even in the midst of this, he had such a good comeback that became like internet lore. That the whole nah, he tweaking.
Yeah. Why did this become such a big old fucking deal?
I guess like his influence. So like basically the rap, I'm pretty sure it was the rap Instagram account, just rap, posted the link and then he just comments under it, goes, nah, he tweaking.
Yeah.
And then it just got crazy upvotes. I think they pinned it. And then everyone was just like, oh, we're flooding all the comments with nah, he tweaking.
And now every time anybody does anything weird, it's like, nah, he tweaking.
Yeah, for the next like week.
Yeah.
But it's like, one, it just shows his influence. That like he posts some catchy shit. One, he's able to think of like a funny response.
Yeah.
And that's like sort of self-actualizing and ironic. And then the fact that all these kids and like internet kids or like Instagram kids are picking it up, being like, yo, we're going to comment on everything, flood the comments. Like, to me, I was like, oh, that's actually a pretty cool way for him to take this moment that's not about him and then galvanize it to bring it back on it.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Smart.
Right.
So I was actually fairly impressed with that. And I was just, all of that was like a funny response.
Yeah. Now he's interesting. He knows how to market. I just think it's a little unfair to compare the two.
Yeah. And I think he knows it. I think, like you said, he recognizes like, all right.
He'll drum it up. He knows what the fuck he's doing.
Yeah.
All right, boys. I think that's an episode. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all. We'll see you on Patreon this Friday. And anything else before we get out of here, boys? Don't shit yourselves. Okay? Okay. Bye.
Important lesson.